Class B semifinal football competition with a record of 6 wins and 2 losses, ranked 12th in the state of New York. The Franklinville Ellicottville Titans will battle with a record of 7 wins and 2 losses, ranked 7th in the state of New York.
And now the Corry Federal Credit Union presents Clymer Sherman Panama Wolfpack Football play-by-play on the Channel 98.9 Sports Stream at channel989.org. This broadcast is brought to you by Lictus Oil and Propane, Triple E Manufacturing, Mosier's Carpeting and Floor Covering, Crouch's Garage, First Place Auto Glass, Krager Racing Engines, and Mike's Machine, Leisure Time Power Sports of Corry, U-Tag's Body Shop, Corry Pre-Owned Auto Sales, Arlene's Dutch Kitchen Restaurant, Finn's Auto Sales, Appleby Motorsports, J. Edwards Insurance, Necker's Company General Store, Proddy Chevrolet and Buick, Fat Mon's Grub, Allegheny Power Equipment, Woods Auto Parts Napa and Woods Power Sports, and the Corry Federal Credit Union.
Number 36, running back, Hunter Smith. Another running back, number 11, Bo by Lucky. Another running back, number 37, Logan Reynolds. And the quarterback, number 3.
Thanks for listening to this broadcast of CSP Wolfpack Football.
Good afternoon, Wolfpack fans, and welcome to today's broadcast between the CSP Wolfpack and the Franklin Ellicottville football team. And it is an absolutely beautiful day today. It's about 50 degrees. We got no clouds in the sky, no wind, and you couldn't ask for a better day of football on November 6th in Western New York. My name is Andy Bemis, and I am joined today by Brian Willink doing the commentary. Good to be back with you, Brian.
Yeah, good to have you back, Andy. After a few weeks away here, we somehow continue to push the show forward without you, so it's good to have you back here. And
I just come back to the primetime game.
There you go. Yeah, we call in the big guns for the playoff games. So anyway, this is quite an afternoon we got in front of us here, Andy. Like you said, 50 degrees, not a cloud in the sky. It's an absolutely gorgeous Western New York day for the fall of 2021 here, and the CSP Wolfpack's getting ready to take on the Franklinville Ellicottville Titans.
I still trying to remember all the names of all combined schools now. But this is a great matchup because there was a regular season matchup that the CSP won 16-12, and the winning margin was actually an extra point and field goal by Bryce Hinsdale in the last game. But CSP also had 5 turnovers. Had 5 turnovers in that game, and Brian, that was probably the big difference on it because CSP last game really outgained and outplayed the Titans except for the turnovers. I think they doubled the plays and doubled the yardage.
Yeah, that game was really was won by CSP everywhere except in the turnover battle and the score. We kept them in it. We had 3 red zone turnovers that game, which is never good to see. One of them is Trent Burchanowski was running over the goal line, and their defensive back, Logan Reynolds, came across and just stole the ball literally right off of his shoulder. And so, that was something that used, as a catalyst for us for the rest of the season. And, we're looking for a similar type of a fight here today. So,
and today we're going to have perfect weather conditions on it, so there's going to be no excuse for fumbling with a wet football or a cold night on it. I mean, it's absolutely perfect out here today. And we're pretty excited about this matchup on it. And, last game actually, was quite the throwing contest for CSP. They had over 30 pass attempts, and Curtis Olson actually threw for 200 yards. We're going to take a break here and listen to the national anthem.
And rising as one with our Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge of allegiance to the flag,
United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, liberty, and justice for all.
Thank you. And now the officials and captains will meet at
All right, and we're back here, and once again, this is the support for CSP Wolfpack Football play-by-play on the Channel 98.9 Sports Stream is provided in part by the Corry Federal Credit Union. The Corry Federal Credit Union would like to wish the Wolfpack best of luck during the season and now the postseason. The Corry Federal Credit Union has been serving the community since 1958, and they offer a wide range of financial and banking services for you or your business. The Corry Federal Credit Union is located at 728 Worth Street in Corry, 56 North Main Street in Union City, and 315 Main Street in Spartanburg, or always online at www.corryfcu.org. Channel 98.9 Sports Stream thanks to Corry Federal Credit Union a not-for-profit organization, for their support of the CSP Wolfpack for the regular season and the postseason. And Brian, we have the captains out here for both teams to do the toss. We've got number 64 Hayden Heiser's out there for the CSP, 57 Justin Massing, number 26 Gabe Roth is out there, and also looks like number 14 Micah Willink is out there for the toss.
Pretty much standard fare senior captains out there for the CSP Wolfpack, and so this game is going to be played underneath perfect conditions, and the winner of this game is going to be playing the Randolph Cardinal team, who absolutely just pounded Portville last night, 46-0. And that was at Salamanca's brand new field where they played that last night. So, this is going to be a good contest, and, we're hoping both teams did lose to Randolph throughout the course of the regular season. So, the winner of this is going to get their chance at a little revenge.
Yeah, and, Randolph has really just been absolutely solid all year so far, and they've been a buzz for everybody. And it looks like that CSP has won the toss, and they are electing to receive. So they want to get that offense out there and try and put some points up there to start this game.
Yeah, that's a little different mojo. Usually the winning team defers to the second half, but Ty Hoffer obviously wants to get that offense out there and get some points on the board and get started here.
The perfect day like today, I don't really, blame him for trying to, start out there and create some momentum for your team, try and get out there and get some yardage and maybe take the lead early on it. And, CSP once again will be led by number 3, Curtis Olson at quarterback today. And we expect to see a lot of Gabe Roth and Burkanowski in the backfield. And like we said last time, CSP had almost over 200 yards passing, and they were able to move the ball very successfully in the air. So it'll be interesting to see if they stay with that, really pass-heavy attack. I know we're more of a pass-heavy team with the Ty Hopper offense, but that last time that was a pretty heavy pass-heavy attack, and they completed 20 out of 30 for 66% completion. That is very good at the high school level.
Yeah, yep, and there's been some of that throughout the course of the year. We've been really fortunate this year. Weather has not really played a part in any of the games, so we haven't had that real mutter of, where you can't throw it because it's blowing 50 miles an hour or because there's 2 feet of mud on the field. We just haven't had that this year. It's been almost an ideal season on game nights anyway. We've had rain, but it just hasn't happened when we've been actually playing a ball game, so it's been great.
Yeah, and the biggest thing at this level, I think, is more the wind and the mud than anything, because, you're still running the ball quite a bit, but the wind, you get a 30-mile-an-hour gust, and high school quarterbacks don't usually quite have the arm to cut through it like a Josh Allen does at the Buffalo Bills. Franklinville, Ellicottville here, the Titans are getting ready to kick off. They're huddling there at about their own 40-yard line. Looks like number 60, that is Joe Conlon for the Titans, is going to kick this off here. And the officials have given the ready-to-play signal, and here we go. Titans will be kicking off left to right on your radio dial towards the west end zone. Conlon's into the kick. It's a medium-sized kick down to about the 15-yard line. It's going to be received there, but it looks like Bryce Hinsdale is up across the 30, and he's going to be tackled right there at the 30-yard line, looks like, and CSP will have decent field position to start their first drive of the game.
Yep, we'll take that. Good run back, kind of right up the middle for Bryce. Put your head down and see what you can get. And
it actually looked like that a little bit of wall there. It looked like they might have had some room to get a break and one more block, so it's something we'll keep an eye on for the rest of the game.
Yeah, Coach Dave Odermer has really done a nice job with his special teams unit throughout the course of the year. We've had a couple run backs, both kickoffs and a couple punts, so it's definitely a possibility.
CSP will come over at their own 30-yard line. Looks like Curtis Olson will be under center here. He's got 3 running backs in the backfield. Looks like Roth, Burkanowski, Bryce Hinsdale to the right. It's going to be a fake sweep, counter play up the middle, and that's Gabe Roth across the 30 up to about the 34-yard line. And that's going to be a nice 4-yard pickup on that counter tray play there for CSP.
Man, Ty Harper going way deep in the playbook on the very first play. I don't think we've seen that set up all year, Andy.
No, and what's interesting about that, Brian, is that's a play they ran a bunch of times, not out of that formation, though. And we're going to go shotgun here. Looks like Olson flanked by Burkanowski and Roth. He's got it. It's going to be a handoff to Burkanowski across the 35. He's keeping his feet turning. He's right at the 39-yard line. Looks like he might be just short of the first down marker, so it's going to be 3rd and inches, if not a first down here.
Man, I thought that ball come out, but that was actually Trent reaching forward with the ball in his hand trying to get that first down. So a very heads-up play by Trent.
Yep, an easy mark for the referees because it's right at the 40-yard line. He's landed about 2 inches short. Olson's going to go under center here. No huddle offense once again. And the Olson hands it off in the backfield, and it's going to be a first down for CSP out across the 40 down to the 42-yard line. And that's an easy first down for CSP to start this game.
Thought they might have went with a quarterback sneak. That's been the play of choice from that yardage and distance throughout the course of the year, but they opted to hand it off to Gabe and got themselves the first down. So,
and once again, CSP no-huddle offense. Looks like Bryce Hinsdale to the left, Olson under center. He's got Roth in the backfield. Got a hard count here. Hinsdale in motion across the line. It's going to be a fake, and Olson trips, and he keeps his feet on it. Throws, he's got a man wide open right there, and it's going to be slightly overthrown for Micah Willink in the flat, and unfortunate that was overthrown because he had a room to run there and probably been a 10 to 15 yard pickup. But I think the trip of Olson after that is kind of what disrupted that play.
Yeah, that whole sequence there, I don't know if he got his feet kind of tangled up from the running back or he just tripped on the invisible line out there, but he was kind of off balance that whole play.
And it looked like, I didn't see he was in the fullback position, but I think they caught ankles on him, or actually got a big break. He didn't fall down because that would have been a 7 to 10 yard loss right there. 2nd and 10 from the 42 yard line. Olson once again under center. Hinsdale in motion, handoff up the middle. Gabe Roth across the 45 up to the 46. It'll be about a 3 yard pickup there for looks like Gabe Roth on that. And TSP is coming out with that traditional, they love that counter tray play, and they're really going to that. Looks like Gabe Roth and Birkenauster are coming on. They're bringing on number 32, Lucas Osangio, for this 3rd and long. 46 yard line, Olson shotgun. He's got 3 receivers to the left, trips formation. Motion across the right, snap, Olson throws it out, quick pass. He's got Hinsdale out there across the 45, and he's going to be tackled right at the line of scrimmage for no gain, and that play didn't go anywhere.
Yeah, that was another different look for the CSP offense. We put Justin Massing in motion, actually, on that play, coming over from the left side to the right side, trying to give yourself an extra blocker for that kind of opposite field bubble screen that's worked so well for us throughout the course of the year here. That one goes for little to no gain, though, and we got a 4th and 7.
And here comes the punt unit for the CSP, and they're going to have to punt from their own 47-yard line. And like you said, Justin Massing out there was a neat play design, but unfortunately got about a yard on it. 4th and 6 from the 47-yard line. Hinsdale back to receive the punt. Titans looking for a little punt block here. Motion by Burkanowski across the formation. Snap's good to Hinsdale. Plenty of time. Kick is off. Solid boot down to about the 30-yard line. It's going to take a CSP bounce, but I think it might have just gone out of bounds early. And that is a bad break for CSP because it bounced down about the 15-yard line, about a foot out of bounds, but it actually hit first at the 28-yard line. So decent field position here for the Titans to start the first offensive drive. And we've got 8:15 left in the first quarter of a 0-0 ball game.
Yeah, and you're right, Andy. That ball really could have bounced a little to the left, and we would have really had him pinned down in there. But such is life. We'll take them 1st and 10 from about the 30-yard line, so we just basically flip starting positions, one side of the field to the other.
Titans will come out in a shotgun formation as quarterback Lucas Marsh, number 3, has had a great season. Quick pass out here. He's got number 26 out there, and that's going to be complete across the 36. He's going to break a couple tackles. He's got a first down across the 40-yard line. And that is number 26, Blake Frank, the senior. And a nice little quick pass there for Titans. And they've already got a first down and 13 yards.
Yeah, kind of threw it off to the right flank right there. Caught the CSP defense kind of in a zone on that side of the field, actually. And, he evaded the first couple guys and, got a nice gain for himself. Marsh,
once again, no-huddle offense for the Titans here. It's going to be Marsh in the shotgun. It looks like he's got Bilecki there with him. He's got 3 receivers to the left, 1 split to the right. CSP is going to go out there and put a man directly on the front guy in the trips formation. Blitz here by CSP. Quick pass by Marsh. Holds it. He's got time. Lets it go. And it is incomplete in the left sideline as Marsh could not make the completion, throwing off his back foot to avoid the blitz on the right side from the CSP defense.
Yeah, CSP sent a couple linebackers on that rush, trying to speed up the offense just a little bit. And their line did a pretty good job of holding that rush away from him. Gave him some time, but luckily that pass fell incomplete.
And I do like that design of the blitz in the back side on it because typically you have less blockers there as most of the actions on the trip side, and they blitzed off the weak side on that. Once again, Titans, no-huddle offense, Marsh in the shotgun. Bilecki's in the backfield with him. Looks like they got number 10, Glenn Nuzio, splits the right, trips formation to the left. CSP with a 4-3 defense here. Looks like they're going to bring some pressure again. Marsh changing the play, moving the running back. Shotgun snap's going to be a run by the quarterback. Marsh up the middle. He's got across the 42-yard line. Is met by a whole host of CSP defenders. And he's only getting about 2 yards on that. And he took a pretty good licking on that, Brian.
He sure did. Trayvon Kopta and Justin Massing just sandwiched him. Man, a couple of big hits by a couple of big defensive linemen for the CSP Wolfpack. You might feel that one tomorrow.
Yeah, that was a pretty big lick there. Titans, once again, no-huddle offense. Looks like Marsh will be in the shotgun once again. He's going to have 3 to the left. He's going to have twins right. Only 5 linemen in the block here. He's getting the play from the coach. Now, Brian, once again, this is a no-huddle offense, but it's not a hurry-up offense. They get to the line quickly and take their time to make the call.
Yeah, I don't know, if they're actually gauging what the defense is trying to do, or that's just the way that they play their offense. But they are definitely not a speed-up mode.
Back up pass to number 37 there. He's crossed the 40-yard line, tackled right there at the 45. And that's going to be about a 2-yard gain. And I did not see him make the tackle. And it looks like number 22, Drake DiDomenico, made the tackle. And that was a great open field tackle because he might have had the first down. It wasn't for them right there.
Yeah, and Drake has had a really good couple games these last few weeks. He's really coming into his own on that defensive side of the ball. And he had a fumble recovery and on a couple of really nice tackles in the last game. So good to see him kind of getting started here, getting the defense fired up.
And Brian, exact same thing that CSP did. 1 first down, offense died on the second set of downs, and almost from the exact same field position. Titans are bringing the punt unit out here. Looks like we're going to have Hinsdale and Burkanowski back at their own 20-yard line to receive this punt. CSP put on a little bit of pressure here. Snap's good. Oh, he fumbles the snap on it, and he's going to pick up a run. He's got some room on the left side. He's going to be tackled right there, and he's got a first down across the 45-yard line. And a bad break for CSP as the punter fumbled the snap, but he had enough room on the left sideline. He actually gained the first down.
Yeah, man, what an unfortunate set of sequences because, man, they had him lined up, and it was a good snap. Like you said, he just bobbled it. And, man, he took off up the left-hand side, and the CSP, by that point, the defense had kind of cleared out and left himself about a 15-yard gain up the left-hand side.
Well, and credit to the Titans punter. He did not panic and try and kick that ball because if he would have tried kicking it, it would have been blocked. And you saw only one guy to beat in the left side, got around him, got a first down on it. So a bad break for CSP, but a very heads-up play by the punter.
Yep. So the first break of the game goes to the Titans.
Marsh, once again, is in the backfield. He's joined by number 11, Bilecki, back there, and number 36, Hunter Smith, the sophomore, joins him. Smith comes the up back. Bilecki right sort of Marsh at the 47-yard line, CSP. Marsh with the quarterback keeper, and he's going to be tackled behind the line of scrimmage, and we got a penalty, too. I'm not sure it's going to be a face mask, but it's number 69, Trayvon Kopta. And looks like number 26, Gabe Roth, might have been on tackle too. And Brian, I missed that. Was that a holding?
Yeah, it was a holding call on the offense. I thought that somebody had their hands around Gabe. Gabe was able to make the tackle, even though he was getting tackled himself. And so that's going to make a defensive stop, additional 10 yards in reverse.
Yep, and also too because in high school it's from the place of the penalty. It's going to be about a 13-yard penalty because that was actually behind the line of scrimmage.
Yes, it was. So the defensive pressure pays off in spades on that play.
Gabe Roth, I mean, a great job by him. He was being tackled by a lineman, and he made the tackle on it. And that's going to set up a second and about 23 for the Titans. They're all the way back at their own 41-yard line. Once again, no huddle offense. Marsh in the backfield, Bilecki and Smith with him. Getting the play from the sideline. And a big break there for CSP after that muff punt. That's a nice thing right there. 4 down lineman CSP, back to pass to March, waiting, nothing, and he's rolling to his right. He's got a lane open right there, across 40, he's going to throw it though, and he's got a man right there at about the 47-yard line, and that ball did come out, and it's incomplete. Number 26, Blake Frank tried to make the catch on it, and that's going to be an incomplete pass there, and I think that was a bad decision by Marsh there, Brian, 'cause I think he would have picked up the 10 yards by running it.
Yeah, that's always the question mark. You get off in that right-hand hash mark, and you think you got a space, but the CSP defenders did a really nice job of trying to push him to the sideline, and it was actually, he had to get 20 yards because that was, the first stake was just the first down marker, not the first down marker. And I'm watching the field just here a little bit, Andy. I'm noticing their quarterback slipped a couple times. We know Curtis slipped a couple times. So even though it's a bright, beautiful, sunny day here, this field has taken some water this week, and it's looking like it could be a little bit slippery out there.
Yeah, and it's looking like the main slippage is almost 40 to 40. The rest of the field looks pretty good, but right around the 50-yard line, Marsh is going to fake a pass, roll to his left, and he's got some blockers out there, and he's going to be a tackle at about the 47-yard line, and that's going to be about a 6-yard pickup there for Marsh on the quarterback keeper. Did not see who made the tackle on it. It looked like it might have been number 4 out there, Owen White on the tackle. And it's going to set up a third and very long for the Titans here. It's going to be third and about, we'll call it 17. And a really good chance here for CSP to get their defense off the field.
Yeah, this has kind of been a grudge match so far, Andy. A little bit of team able to move the ball on both sides, but then both of them kind of run into pretty stiff defense. So
this is kind of similar to last game, Brian. It was kind of a not mudfest, but a slugfest last time. And you have two really evenly matched teams on here, and it's going to be who makes a couple big plays is probably going to be the difference in this game.
Yeah, both teams very well coached. Both come in with 2 losses. we lost to Batavia and Randolph, and they lost to us and Randolph, so pretty evenly matched, common opponents.
Shotgun looking, quick pass out to the right. He's got room out there, number 11, Bilecki. He's going to make a man miss at about the 50-yard line. Breaks the tackle, breaks another tackle, across the 40, down to the 35. He's going to be inside the 30-yard line, down to the 25, and then finally brought down there on a gain of about 25 yards and a big first down for the Titans. Probably would have, should have been only a 5 to 10-yard pickup, but that was number 11, Bilecki, breaking several tackles, and that is a big pickup for the Titans.
Yeah, I don't know what happened to the defender on this side of the field, but anyway, he had the whole right side of that field that was 20 yards of daylight, and he made the most of that.
1st and 10 for the Titans at about the CSP 24-yard line. Marsh, once again, shotgun. He's going to have 3 running backs in the backfield with him this time. Looks like number 10, Nuzio, split out to the left. Titans or CSP in a 4-3 front. 2 safeties. Actually bring their linebacker in for a 5-3 look. Marsh in the shotgun, takes snap, pitch to the left. And out there, he's got a couple CSP defenders. He breaks the tackle out there across the 15 down to about the 12-yard line. And that's going to be another Titans first down out there, as the Titans have got something going on offense.
Yeah, all of a sudden what the CSP defense was doing doesn't seem to be working as well here the last couple plays. And they're seeing some daylight. They both had a pass play off to the right that went for big yardage, and then a pretty good run play to the left now. So they're exposing both sides of the CSP defense. And
they're actually going to call this down at the 10-yard line, so it's 1st and goal from the Titans. Good news for CSP, though, because it's not a first down at the 2-yard line, but 1st and goal from the Titans. Marsh in the backfield, Bilecki. CSP still in the 4-3 defense. Titans are going to have trips to the right, 1 split to the left, 5 linemen. Marsh calling out the play, looking at the defense. Marsh takes a snap, looking back to pass, rolling to his right, screen play over there, and that ball is going to be caught by number 11, Bilecki, at the 10-yard line, and he's going to be tackled right there by Micah Willink, and looks like number 32, Lucas Ashanjo, came to finish tackle, and a great play by Micah there to blow up the screen, and that's going to go for no gain or 1 or 2 yard loss. And it looks like we have an injured Titans on the field.
Yeah, that was a good play by Micah, and got the assist for Lucas Losandro to come up there. But yeah, it looks like they're going to try and spread us out here today, Andy, and you know, make everybody make solo tackles, and you know, at the high school level, that's a little difficult to do sometimes.
Well, Lucky is able to get up okay. Looks like he might just take a shot to the stomach. He'll come out of the game. Number 28, Braylon Wyatt comes in the game. So 2nd and goal from the Titans from the 12-yard line. Marsh is going to once again operate out of the shotgun. He's got trips right formation. Number 28 is behind him in the backfield. Marsh calling the play, moves the running back up. CSP seems to be playing man coverage on the right side. Snap to Marsh, back to left, looking flush. He's going to try and run off there across the 10-yard line. He's going to be sacked right there at about the 12-yard line. And the ball did come out, but the official is saying he was down. But that's still going to be about a 2 or 3 yard loss there by the CSP defense against Marsh, who couldn't find anybody open and tried to take that up the middle.
Yeah, CSP defense to this point in this drive, bend but don't break. They got down to about the 10-yard line, and that's as far as they've advanced here. So we got 3rd down and goal from, it's like about the 11-yard line or so.
3:22 left in the first quarter, 0-0 ball game. Titans at 3rd and goal from the 11 or 12-yard line. Marsh once again shotgun formation. He's going to have Wyatt in the backfield with him, waiting for the snap. Here it is, rolling to his left, looking. It's going to be a shovel pass in the middle, number 37 right there, and he's going to be across the 5-yard line, and you've got a flag coming back. It looks like a holding penalty, and that's going to be only a 5-yard gain there. It looks like number 37, Logan Reynolds, on the catch. And Brian, interesting decision here. If it's the holding penalty, you're going to have either 3rd and goal from the 20 or 4th and goal from the 6. I think you take the 3rd and goal from the 20.
Yeah, I think you take the 3rd and goal from the 20, and you know, that one, the referee threw his flag from about 30 yards away, but that was lined right up to where we're looking right here, and you can see that holding call from over here. That was a good call by the official.
So it looks like that penalty is going to be accepted, so that'll be about 3rd and goal from the 20-yard line. And one thing to note about this game is we do have 5 officials. You know, most high school games only have 4. With the sectional playoffs, you get an extra official in there. We'll see if we see any additional penalties today, but you know, so far 2 holding penalties on the Titans.
Yeah, so CSP defense back at it here again. 3rd down, we're going to play it again, this time from the 20-yard line or so.
Titans once again, they got twins to the right, Marsh in the shotgun formation. Looks like Wyatt's going to be back there with also number 37, Greinels. Switching up the formation, they're going to go twins to the left, twins to the right, 1 back in the backfield of Marsh. Under 3 minutes left in the first quarter, 0-0 ball game, 3rd and goal from the 20. Marsh back, looking to throw, looking, nothing there. Plenty of time. Cash has got number 37 Grindles out there across it to about the 10-yard line. And actually not even down there, around the 14-yard line. Looks like Bryce Hinsdale and looks like Gabe Roth on the tackle. And that is going to set up a 4th and goal from the 13-yard line. And nice job of the CSP defense so far down here in the red zone.
Yeah, well, that's a nice job by Bryce that time on the left-hand side of the CSP defense, and came up and made the nice stop. And that does seem to be what they're trying to do. They're trying to exploit the outside of the defense on both sides of the ball here and make the defensive backs and the outside linebackers make individual tackles.
Well, you know, as we saw, it looks like we're going to have a Titans timeout here. This is a critical play early in the game, and we've got about 1 minute, 55 seconds left in the first quarter here, and the Titans thinking, you know, this is a pretty good opportunity to score right here, and there probably won't be a lot of opportunities to score, and they're going to try and take advantage of this. But, you know, you're correct on that, Brian. They're saying we're going to try and put people in the open field one-on-one. You make the tackle on it. And if you don't, as we did on that 3rd down play, they got 35 yards on it, you know, and it's really hard to make a lot of tackles in the open field one-on-one.
Like we said, we've had a decent amount of rain here this week, and this field, it appears to be pretty green on the top, but it's pretty soft underneath.
Yeah, and like we said, you know, between the 40s and between the 40s, I'd say it's pretty muddy, but, you know, down to the red zone is pretty good. But we've already seen Olsen slip once and Marsh slip once, too, in this game.
Well, as both teams make their way to these respective sidelines, so far, kind of been scripted as planned here. Kind of both teams feeling each other out, probably a little playoff jitters. Both teams come into this off of bye week. The 5th and 6th place teams in the league decided not to play in the playoffs, so that meant the 1 through 4 teams were able to all have a bye week, so they come in, and I got to think both teams are pretty fresh. And I know an injury that we have is Austin White, that's been out for the entire year pretty much with a broken arm. But, you know, everybody else, I would think, those bumps and bruises should have healed up pretty good over the last couple weeks.
Absolutely. Titans going to come out with a twins left formation. Looks like Grindles is out there along with number 26, Blake Frank. Marsh is going to be once again the shotgun. Bilecki's going to be back there with him. Twins to the right, one close into the lineman. Marsh in the shotgun. Calls out the count motion by Wyatt. Marsh waiting, snap, looking to throw left, waiting, looking right. Got a man over the middle right there. It's going to be knocked down. A great play there, looks like by Lashandio. And that's a great play, Brian, because he knocked it down and didn't get the interception and lose the yardage on it. And CSP had great coverage in the secondary on that.
Exceptional play and exceptionally well played by Lucas Losandro to bat that ball down. I'm sure Ty Harper and Chris Payne both had some words of wisdom. Guys, don't take the pick, just knock it down, and that's exactly what happened.
And you know, that was going to be an easy interception for Lucas, but once again, smart decision on that, just to bat it down right there because he's in the middle of the field, nowhere to go. Funding for this Corry Federal Credit Union sports stream comes in part from Lictus Oil and Propane and Clymer. Family-owned Lictus Oil and Propane continues to supply liquids and fluids for agricultural, industry, and homeowners. Heating oil and propane services and off and on-road diesel fuel services are also offered. Channel 98.9 thanks them for their support. Olsen under center is going to be hand off to Roth off the left side. Breaks the tackle. He's going to be across the 15-yard line and then threw down right there at the 20-yard line. And that's going to be about a 2-yard pickup there for Gabe Roth as he gets across the 15-yard line. And that's going to set up a 2nd and 7 from the 15. We also want to thank Triple E Manufacturing. Underwriting for this broadcast is brought to you by Triple E Manufacturing. They offer equine products, promotional items, embroidery, and printing services. Triple E Manufacturing of Sherman, New York. Online at tripleemfg.com. Olsen shotgun rolling to his right, looking, nobody. Decides to take the ball, and he's going to throw it, and he's got a man complete there across the 25-yard line. And it looks like that's going to be, I can't get the number who caught that. Looks like, can't see who that is. Looks like number
11.
Number 11. And that's going to be a first down for CSP as that's going to take it across to the 25-yard line. And CSP is starting to move the ball again. And that is...
we don't have an 11.
You don't have an 11.
That definitely is what it looked like.
Now, I have my glasses on, so I can't blame that. I think it might have actually been number 10, Cooper Brown, on that. On the far side of the field. The Olsen, once again, under center, 1st and 10 from the 25-yard line. And it's going to be a run up the middle by Roth right there. He's across the 30-yard line and up to the 32-yard line. And that's going to be a nice 7-yard pickup. And we do have an injured Wolfpack player on the field, so we'll have a stoppage right here. But that's going to be 2nd down from the 20. This is going to look like from the 27-yard line here. And looks like that is number 75, Hayden Battaglia. He's already off the field on it. And number 50, Donovan Schnarrs, is going to come in and replace him.
Yeah, that's our center. That's not good. You know, the center plays such an important role besides just snapping the ball. It's, you know, they're kind of the captain of the offense, the line for sure. So we'll see. CSP running some guys in and out here, trying to get the right play in. Ty Harper might be good to take a timeout here. We look just a little disorganized, but we'll see what happens.
Wouldn't be surprised if we see the play clock get too low if he takes a timeout right here before the half. We've got about less than 30 seconds left in the first quarter here. 0-0 ball game. Olson under center. Brickanowski in the backfield. It's a motion by Justin Massey in this new formation here. And it's going to be a pitch play. And it's fumbled by Brickanowski. And he's able to recover, it looks like, at the right at the line of scrimmage. So that's going to set up a 3rd and 3 from the 32-yard line. And a big break there for CSP, as that easily could have been a turnover right there.
Yeah, that's shades of what we saw up in Franklinville a few weeks ago. Same type of thing. Weather didn't seem to be an issue, but, man, we had 5 turnovers, and we actually had a couple like that bounced back to us. So we had more turnovers than that even.
And that is the end of the first quarter, and the score remains tied at 0-0. And we'd like to take this opportunity to thank some of our sponsors for this year. Support for the Corry Federal Credit Union Sports Stream coverage is brought to you in part by Mosier's Carpeting and Floor Covering. Mosier's installs carpeting, vinyl, laminate flooring, as well as tile. Mosier's Main Street in Clymer, New York. Crouch's Garage, located on 2nd East Main Street in Panama, also underwrites the Corry Federal Credit Union coverage of CSP football on channel 98.9. Crouch's offers automotive service, state inspection, and used cars too. We'd like to thank Crouch's Garage for their support. First Place Auto Glass is another sponsor of CSP football. And owner Glass Tech, Robert Leonard from Panama, installs automotive glass and works with all major insurance companies. We thank First Place Auto Glass, 716-450-0847, or look them up on Facebook.com. You know, Brian, kind of what we thought coming in this game to start that. We thought it'd be a slugfest, and right now 0-0, end of the first quarter. Titans had a great chance end of the first quarter. It got down to the 10-yard line, 1st and goal, but went completely backwards from there with a penalty and couldn't score, and turned the ball over on downs. And CSP, to start the second quarter, is going to have a 3rd and 3 from their own 32-yard line. Olson under center, Brickanowski in the backfield. It's going to be a quarterback sneak, and that's going to get close to the first down mark. It looks like he's going to be about a yard short, Brian, but you don't see a 3rd and 3 quarterback sneak too often, but there must have been something that they want to go for it.
I think they wanted to try and catch their defense off guard just a little bit there, and Curtis is real good about that quarterback sneak and has been all year, so I wouldn't be totally shocked to see that run one more time again right here.
Yep, it's going to be 4th and 1 from the 34-yard line, CSP zone 34, tight formation, Olson under center. They are going to go for this, or at least act like they're going to go for it. They have Brickanowski in the backfield, Olson under center, Roth off the right wing back on it. Olson's going to go the hard count on it. Motion by Hinsdale, and Olson is going to sneak it again, and it looks like he got stuffed, and I don't know, but the second effort, he's going to be short, it looks like.
That's going to be real close.
It's going to depend on the mark, and the mark is short, and that is going to be a turnover of downs by CSP at their own 34-yard line. They had to get to the 35-yard line, and they did not get there. Head official is going to measure it because that is a big down on it, but I don't think he got there, Brian.
Man, that down marker, he's about 6 inches short of the white line, and the down marker is about 4 inches short, it looks like, from the far side. But we'll see. That's why they're going to measure.
And this is a big measurement right here because CSP gets a first down, or Titans are going to start at the CSP 34-yard line with a fantastic field position right here. And it looks like first down. Wow. That's got to be by about an inch or two. Holy cow. You can't get much closer than that.
I see their quarterback, Lucas Marshall, standing right over top of that thing. When he didn't start jumping up and down like it was a turnover, I thought that might be good for us.
And you could not be any closer on that. That is an inch or two short, Brian. And
it's a game of inches, isn't it?
Absolutely. You know, you say that every Sunday or every Saturday, every Friday, but it really was on that one. But CSP will take it. First down from 34-yard line. Olson back looking, shotgun, looks left. He's got a man, Gabe Roth, right there, incomplete about the 20 or 35-yard line, as that was thrown to the wrong shoulder on it. And that's going to bring up 2nd and 10 from the 35-yard line. And, Brian, what a big conversion for CSP, though, on that 4th down play. That would have given Titans great field position. And Olson has been fantastic on that quarterback sneak this year. And even if they don't get a first down here, they didn't lose a field position after going for it. But I like that decision to go for it. 4th and half a foot with your quarterback. I like it. Quick pass, Olsen out to Hinsdale at it. He's got to cross 35-yard line. He's going to be tackled at about the 37-yard line. It's going to be a pickup about 3 or 4 yards there, and that's going to set up a 3rd and long for CSP.
Yeah, it looks like the Titans have been studying the film here. They're doing a real nice job of kind of stopping some of our bread and butter plays here, and we've thrown in a few different things that we haven't seen a lot of this year in this first half so far, and they've certainly been up to the challenge. So it's kind of a chess match between the two coaching staffs here to see, what they're going to be able to get to work at which time.
Yeah, and the thing is now you're 8 games in the season, and both these offenses don't run I'd say a huge variety of plays. They run a lot of similar plays at different formations, and you have a lot of time to study on it. So it's going to be which coach can adjust to make a play off of something they haven't seen yet. Olsen back to throw, plenty of time, looking. He's going to flush to his left, still looking, lets it go. Heaves it downfield, and he's going to have a man incomplete down to the 30-yard line, as Olsen was just trying to get rid of that and avoid the intentional grounding or a quarterback sack. And that's going to set up a 4th and 7 from the 38-yard line, and the punt team for CSP will come on the field here. And Brian, once again, great coverage by Titans on that. Olsen had nowhere to go, even bought some time with his feet, but eventually decided just to throw it away.
Yeah, if he's going to throw it away, I just see him just throw it away. That one was dangerously close to being picked off. But anyway, it falls harmlessly, so it's going to be 4th and 7. And once again, the CSP punt team is going to be coming onto the field here.
Hinsdale's going to take the snap at about his own 25-yard line. Looks like number 4, Owen White's going to be one of the gunners, and Trent Brickanowski's the other one. Once again, CSP runs this motion on their punt team. Brickanowski coming across the line. Good snap to Hinsdale, back to throw. Kick, plenty of time. Great punt down to about the 20-yard line, and that's going to sit right there at about the 23-yard line, and that is going to be about a 40-yard, maybe 45-yard punt there by Bryce Hinsdale, all in the air, and that was a fantastic kick by Bryce. And that's going to flip the field position as the Titans are going to start about their own, looks like 23-yard line, and it actually got inside the 20-yard line where it ended up settling down on it. So that's almost a 50-yard punt there by Bryce. That was a heck of a kick.
Yeah, and Bryce has done that numerous times this year, kind of flipped the field, and that's just a huge weapon that we have at our disposal here. Bryce Hinsdale's left foot has saved us a few games this year, one for kicking field goals, the other one's been the punting. So really, for a freshman, just a big leg.
So Titans will take over at their own 18-yard line. It's going to be 1st and 10 there. Marsh, once again, is going to work out the shotgun formation. He's going to have Bilecki in the backfield with him. CSP in a 4-4 defense. Marsh hands it off to the right. It's going to be number 37 out there, and he's going to be tackled right there at about the 15-yard line. That's going to be a loss of 3 on it, as number 37, Logan Greinels, had nowhere to go on that, and CSP did a great job of reading that play, and that's going to be about a 4-yard loss there, Brian, on 1st down.
Yeah, once again, creating a lot of havoc in the backfield. Those CSP defenders, outside linebackers and linemen, I couldn't get a good number. I just don't like these home uniforms we have. They're tough to see.
It's very tough to see the numbers on it. And I've been offered glasses twice, and I am wearing glasses, so we're not going to blame that. Once again, Titans in the shotgun formation. Marsh back there. Looks like Levin Bilecki's back there. He's got Greinels in motion. CSP in a 4-4 defense here. Cooper Brown is out on the right on the single wing here. Everybody else is in tight. Marsh with a T formation here. 3 running backs here. Marsh is going to take a direct snap up the middle, and he's going to be met about. He's breaking their tackle, and he's got to cross down to the 23-yard line. And eventually Justin Massey and Cooper Brown, it looks like Micah Willink bring him down. But a nice run there by Marsh to pick up 8 yards. And that's going to be, looks like 3rd and 6 from the 23-yard line. And that was a unique formation right there, Brian. They actually had that old wing formation. Quarterback and 3 running backs in the backfield, used them as lead blockers, and Marsh was able to pick up some major yardage on that play.
Yeah, and the offensive sets for the Titans have been numerous. They've had trips, they've had 2 wideouts, they've had a power I backfield, a little wing T. It's been a little bit of everything.
Looks like Marsh shotgun once again. Galecki in the backfield with him. Looking to his right, it's going to be a fake pass. He slips right at the 25-yard line, and that's a big break for CSP because I think he would have had a chance to get the 1st down there, but slipped at the 25-yard line, and that's going to be 4th and 3 for the Titans here, and it looks like the punt team is going to come on the field. Yeah,
that was a big break for the Wolfpack defense because there was some daylight up the middle of the defense there. That was a called, designed quarterback draw play, and, that field footing is just not quite what either team wants here. It's a little slippery out there.
Yeah, Marsh actually faked the ball to the right and took the ball to the middle, and they are huddling here. We might see them try and go for it. We'll see what they do when they come out of it, and it looks like they are going to bring the punter out here. Number 10, Glenn Nuzio, will be doing the punting duties. We've got Burkanowski back to receive for the CSP Wolfpack. I do not see Bryce Hinsdale back there. It looks like just Burkanowski. CSP is playing it safe. And another good kick by Titans out it, and Burkanowski's going to field it right at the 38-yard line. And I don't think he fair caught it. He did not, so that was a live play by the Titans. I think I'd like to see a fair catch right there. But nonetheless, it's going to be 1st and 10 for CSP at their own 39-yard line in good field position.
Yeah, we'll basically kind of pick up where we left off on the last drive right there about the 40-yard line. And good job by Trent to like you said, maybe a fair catch would have been a smarter play there, but he did a nice job controlling that ball because he was being breathed down by that defender.
This Corry Federal Credit Union sports stream is broadcast and supported by Krager Racing Engines and Mike's Machine and Climber. Krager Racing Engines provides performance machining and assembly for race teams nationwide. Best wishes to Wolfpack and their playoff run from the Krager Racing Engines team. Olsen's going to go under center right here, and it's going to be a handoff. Looks like to Burkanowski across the 40-yard line up to about the 43, but a 3 or 4 yard pickup there on first down. And Brian, the defenses on both sides have been pretty stout today. A couple big plays by the Titans, but these offenses really can't get going.
Yeah, and Trent kind of tore him up in Franklinville. He had 115 yards rushing up there, I think, and he's been tough to find any daylight here today, so they've got that fixed.
Olsen on a sweep to Burkanowski across the left side, makes a man miss. He's going to be tackled right about the 45-yard line. And once again, the Titans swarming out there. It's going to only be about a 2-yard pickup here. And it's going to set up another third down here for CSP Wolfpack.
3rd and 5.
3rd and 5 or almost 6. Ball from the left hash mark here. CSP offense right on the line of scrimmage. Going to call it at the line like we have all year.
Olsen under center, Burkanowski in the backfield with Roth. He's also got Losandro back there, and it's going to be a fake. And Olsen's going to roll to his right, looking. He's got a man right there at about the 42-yard line. It's going to be just short of the first down, Losandro. And let's see what Ty Harper wants to do at about the 48-yard line. And if he's going to be aggressive and go for it. It looks like he's keeping that offense out there, and I like this decision at this point. It's a 4th and 1 from midfield.
Yeah, from the midfield stripe. This is, high school. It's almost a no-brainer anymore. Even the pro guys seem to be going for it a lot more than they ever used to on 4th down here. So we'll see what happens here. We got 4th and less than a yard. We've made that quarterback sneak work, but they're getting onto that play now.
Yep,
so we'll see.
They have a bunch of linemen right there, almost
Sure
taking off tackle play right here. Olsen's going with the hard count on it. And I don't know if they're actually going to run a play because Olsen's just trying to. And Ty Harper's going to call timeout here. And we'll see if Ty Harper stays with it or if he's going to change the strategy here. Take this moment to thank some more of our sponsors. Leisure Time Power Sports of Corry, for over 50 years, has offered motorcycles, dirt bikes, side-by-sides, snowmobiles, and agricultural equipment. We thank Leisure Time Power Sports and Corry for their support of the CSP Wolfpack this year. And also, U-Tags Body Shop in Corry is helping you bring this production of CSP football on channel 98.9. The Corry Federal Credit Union Sports Stream. Along with collision repair and refinishing, U-Tags offers frame straightening services, 633 East Smith Street in Corry, Pennsylvania, U-Tags Body Shop. Brian, this is going to be another critical play here because I'm going to guess Ty Harper's going to go for it. And, it's kind of it's a slugfest right now. Neither offense can really get it going. You're making some yardage, but you're not making big plays. And these are two teams that usually make a lot of big plays in the game and have some quick scoring offenses. So it's these coaches learning to adjust to, 4 or 5 yards is pretty good today.
Yeah, and I've kind of continued to harp on this, but the field condition from up here looks pretty good. But, man, even the receivers that don't have the ball are trying to make cuts, and they're losing their footing. And we've seen the quarterbacks and the running backs all lose footing. So it's definitely having an impact on the game here today. Yep,
and the CSP offense is out there. Olsen's going to hand it off to Burkanowski, and he's met in the backfield. And he's going to be way short, and he has not even come close to getting the first down as the Titans are all over that play right there. And that's going to be another turnover on downs by the CSP offense, as 2 4th down gambles by Ty Harper, and only 1 for 2 so far.
Yeah, and that one just took a long time to develop. It seemed like to me, they had to looked like it was going to be some kind of a counter up through the middle there, but the Titan defensive line ended up in the backfield and disrupted the whole play.
Yeah, you know what you're saying with that, Brian. They had 3 linemen there for quarterback sneak. You almost think a quick pitch is a better option than a slow-developing counter play. But Titans will take over from the 46-yard line, and we're going to have a false start there on the right side, but it looks like number 37. And that's going to set the Titans back about 5 yards, and that's going to set up 1st and 15 from about the Titans' 48-yard line. Joe Cook and the team at Corry Pre-Owned Auto Sales supports this Corry Federal Credit Union sports stream broadcast, and they offer pre-owned cars and trucks in New York and Pennsylvania. Corry Pre-Owned Auto Sales is on Route 6 in Corry or online at corrycars.com. Go Wolfpack from the Corry Pre-Owned Auto Team. Arlene's Dutch Kitchen Restaurant is another sponsor of the Corry Federal Credit Union sports stream. Arlene's Kitchen, Dutch Kitchen, and Becky's Bakery located at 104 East Main Street in Sherman. Arlene's offers breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and Becky's Bakery offers Amish-style baked goods. Marsh back to pass. He's got pressure on him. He's going to be flushed off the left side right there. He's going to have some yardage across to the 50-yard line down to about the, looks like we'll see where they mark him out, the 42-yard line. And that's going to be a nice 10-yard pickup there, if not more, for Marsh as he was looking to throw. And once again, great coverage by the secondary of CSP as he's had nowhere to go with that ball today.
Yeah, and
looks like they're going to mark him out the 42-yard line. That'll set up a 2nd and 5 for the Titans here.
There comes up a little gimpy on that play. You know, he took a decent-sized hit off the sideline right there, and their quarterback's definitely getting slowed there just a little bit. He's definitely got a limp to his gait right at the moment.
Yeah, he's trying to shake that off, and he might need a minute. And 2nd and 5 here for the Titans. Marsh once again in the backfield. Becky's Bakery and Arlene's Dutch Kitchen is at 716-234-4002 or Arlene's Dutch Kitchen on Facebook. Go Wolfpack from Arlene's. And Marsh is going to try and pitch it out there, and the ball's out there. We're going to have a flag, too. It looks like CSP has recovered it. We'll have to see what this flag is. I'm going to guess it's on the offense. I think illegal motion, Brian. It looks like somebody's moving at the snap. But we'll see what the call is and go from there. But if not, it's a big turnover for CSP as they get the ball at midfield.
Holding on the offense. Yep.
That's going to be the 3rd holding penalty on the Titans, but this one will be declined, and the CSP will take over. And, Brian, I think that's a direct result of Marsh taking that big hit there because not a good pitch, and he is not moving very good.
No, I'm wondering if he's going to stay in the game on defense. Nope, he's not. He's going to come out for a series here. And I'm not exactly sure what happened on the near sideline here, but it's something on the lower body. I don't know if it's his hip, his knee, or his ankle, but he's definitely hobbling around over there a little bit. He's going to try and get some water and get himself back together for when the offense comes back out.
Great turnover here, though, for CSP as they're going to take over at their own 47-yard line. Olsen once again is going to go under center. He's got twins to the right, wing to the left. Looks like Brickanowski in the backfield. Motion by Justin Massey once again across the line of scrimmage. Olsen's going to pitch it off to Brickanowski on the left side. He's got a couple blockers across the 47 down to the 50-yard line. And he's going to be stopped right there at about, they're going to mark him just short of the 50. About a 3-yard pickup there for Trent. And that Titans defense, I mean, they've got these plays out read pretty good. They're stringing them. They're doing a good job of, forcing the runner back inside for the middle linebacker to come up and clean up that tackle.
Yeah, this has been a clinic on defense from both teams pretty much. Neither team able to get a whole lot going here. So we'll see what happens. A lot of game left to be played here, but so far, at the halfway through the second quarter period, this has been a slugfest.
Absolutely. Olsen in the shotgun once again. We're going to have a flag. It looks like motion on the offense, I'm guessing, based on that flag.
Kind of an odd spot to throw a motion from. It was, though.
I think the center might have actually moved the ball or flinched or did something like that because it came right at the center position.
Yep.
So that's going to set up a 2nd and 12 from about CSP's own 44-yard line. And once again, CSP go back and huddle. Coming out formation. Looks like Olsen's going to go in shotgun this time. We get number 10, Cooper Brown here on the right. Trips left formation with the Hinsdale, Roth. It looks like Micah Willink over there. Olsen shotgun, Brickanowski in the backfield with them. Motion by Micah Willink. Waiting for the snap is Olsen. He's going to take the snap back and look at the throw. Plenty of time looking. He's got a man over the middle. It's Cooper Brown across the 45-yard line down to about the 40-yard line. And that's going to be a 15-yard pickup and a first down for CSP on it. Olsen made a perfect throw, and Cooper Brown was wide open. And a nice pitch and catch there for the CSP offense.
Yeah, working his way up the reception tree right there. Had Micah in the flat working on the out route, and then had Cooper on the in route. And Cooper just broke wide open, and it was a great pass play. Curtis Olson to Cooper Brown for a CSP first down.
Olson shotgun once again. Brickanowski there with him. He's going to have Michael Willink to the left with Bryce Hinsdale. Cooper Brown and out there to the left. It's going to be a quick pass out to Hinsdale on the left. Makes a man miss. Makes another man miss. And he's going to get tackled at about the 38-yard line. Only going to be about a 2-yard pickup. But once again, the Titans have that quick pass figured out pretty good. And we can't get much room on that play, which is usually a bread and butter for us.
Yeah, that bubble screen we call it. It's been working pretty well for us all year. And obviously they've been watching the film and have got that defended pretty well today so far.
Olson once again working out of the shotgun. We have trips right formation, Brown, Hinsdale, and Roth. Olson back to pass, looking, plenty of time, get rid of the ball. He's got Michael Willink across the 35-yard line, cuts it up 30, down to about the 26-yard line. And that's going to be another 15-yard pickup and another CSP first down. And it looks like we're starting to find something in the passing game here for CSP.
Yeah, all of a sudden, the last few passes, we're starting to find some receivers that are breaking open here, and CSP coaching staff, give them a lot of credit. They're calling the right plays here right now, and Curtis Olson is delivering.
And some credit to the offensive line here for CSP because Olson has plenty of time to throw the ball out here. On the right tackle, I've noticed number 64, Hayden Heiser, doing a fantastic job on their end. And number looks like 57, Justin Mass on the left side, actually at 77, Kyle Ryan. Olson back to throw once again. He's going deep for it. He's got a man down there, and it's going to be just out of bounds and incomplete for Cooper Brown on it as Curtis Olson went for the touchdown right there. And but that was a good throw, Brian, because that was only where Brown had a chance at it and is actually out of bounds. And it was either going to be a touchdown or incompletion.
Yep, exactly. And that was a good play call on first down. Why not? Give it a shot.
And the tackles are cut number 77, Kyle Ryan, and number 64, Hayden Heiser. Olson, once again, is going to go in shotgun formation. He's going to have trips right with Willink. Looks like Losangio and Hinsdale out there. Left is Cooper Brown. They're going to switch the formation. Losangio is going to come in the backfield. Hinsdale is going to make a twins left formation. Looks like Brickanowski on the right with Willink. Olson shotgun looking. Going back, plenty of time. Look, he's got a man over the middle. Tinsdale across the 25-yard line. Down the 20, makes a man miss. Down to about the 16-yard line. And that's going to be just around that first down marker. We'll have to see the spot on it. But it looks like that's going to be enough for another first down marker. And it's going to be a first down for CSP. And another great play there by Brian. They're
these crossing patterns, Andy, are really screwing them up because they're getting the offense moving here, and they're getting players going in every direction, and it's really been tough with the footing, especially. The offense has always got the advantage when you have kind of a slippery field because they know where they're going, and they're finding these guys. They're using their cross patterns, and it's working to perfection here. We're moving the ball,
and it looks like it's going to be right around the first down marker. So we're going to have the officials timeout to see if it actually is a first down. And Brian Willink said on it, because the line's given Olson so much time to throw the ball, the linebackers are clearing out because the first, route the receivers are running, it's actually the second route coming in. You call it a dig route right there, and basically you take over the space where the linebackers clear out. And because the time Olson has to throw the ball, there's nobody there. And we're catching that ball at 5, 6 yards down the field, turn it up, and get a first down. It is going to be a CSP first down around the 16-yard line. So another big pass play from Curtis Olson. That one to Bryce Hinsdale.
Yep.
And CSP has got something here. They're going to enter the red zone at first down from the 16-yard line.
You mentioned offensive line, so you got, left to right, you got Kyle Ryan, you got Trayvon Copta, Hayden Battaglia is the center, Tate Newman playing right guard, and right tackle is Hayden Heiser, and they're just doing a magnificent job keeping those big guys from the Titans out of there.
Yeah, I want to say especially the two tackles there, Kyle Ryan and Hayden Heiser. Yeah, they're kind of one-on-one out there, and they are stonewalling the guy. They are pass blocking. Curtis has had all day to throw the ball right here. So we're going to have first down from about the 16 or 17-yard line here. Olson's going to be in the shotgun once again. Looks like Brickanowski and Roth will join him back there. Hinsdale with Willink to the left. Looks like we got Cooper Brown to the right. Waiting for the official signal. Here we go. We have got... looks like 2:13 left in the second quarter. Olson back to throw. He's got a man out there in the left. It's going to be caught by Gabe Roth. Makes a man miss across the 15-yard line. That's going to be right there, actually, about a 2-yard gain by Gabe Roth from Curtis Olson. And we got 1:55 left in the second quarter. Still scoreless, 0-0. Brian, I think it's Kai Harper. You're hoping to score here right before half with about 10 seconds left, if anything, and going to halftime with the lead here. So, I don't think there's any reason to hurry. They got 2 timeouts left and plenty of time to score. Olson shotgun once again. Losangio in the backfield with him. He's got trips to the right. Michael Willink coming across formation. He's going to set up twins left and twins right. Olson takes the ball back, looking to throw. Once again, plenty of time. Looking. Lets it go, and he's got a man, and it's going to be incomplete over the head. Looks like a Gabe Roth out there. But once again, Brian, all day for Curtis to throw, but great coverage by the Titans secondary on that one.
Yeah, so we're looking at 3rd and long here from about the 15 or 16-yard line.
But the current field position, you have 2 downs to get it, so you don't need to run a 10-yard play. And
but we talked about the left foot of Bryce Hinsdale. I believe that would put us right on the edge of his range, 33 yards from about the 16. That'd be close. I'd be tempted. We'll see what we do here on 3rd down.
Yeah, I mean, points are very valuable here. If you get something where you got 4th and 8 and you kick a field goal, I mean, I don't hate that, play call from here. Olson's going to go under center for this play right here. Motion by Hinsdale across the formation, crosses the quarterback. He's got Gabe Roth in the backfield, and it's going to be a fake to Roth. Olson rolling to his right. He's looking, nothing. He's looking, plenty of time, looking the ball down the field, and he's just going to throw that away as there was nothing down the field. And big decision here from Coach Harper. It looks like he is going to bring out the field goal unit. This is going to be about a 33-yard attempt here from the 16-yard line.
Yeah, so this game is, I wouldn't say an exact replica of what we saw up in Franklinville, but it's awful darn close. Kind of a slugfest so far, and we're going to give a 33-yard field goal attempt to Bryce Hinsdale with a snap from Gabe Roth and a hold from Curtis Olson.
And it looks like they were trying to bring in a kicking ball, and I don't think the officials let him do that. So this will be the regular ball being kicked here by Bryce Hinsdale. 33-yard attempt from the 15-yard line. Hold, it's kick, snap is good. It's long enough, and it looks like it is good. Bryce Hinsdale with the 33-yard kick attempt and just cleared the crossbar, and the officials took a minute to make that call on it. But CSP is going to go up 3-0 in this game with 1:22 left in the second quarter. Great kick by Brian on that, by Bryce Hinsdale, I'm sorry. 33 yards on it and just cleared the crossbar. And you called it perfectly, about the edge of his range.
Yep. We got that inside information from his dad a couple weeks ago that he's pretty good from 33, and if he gets to 34 or 35, it gets a little shaky. So
that's not too bad for a high school freshman.
Yes, exactly right.
Well, after that score, let's take another opportunity to thank some more of our sponsors. The Corry Federal Credit Union sports stream coverage of this Wolfpack broadcast is brought to you in part by the Finn's Auto team at Pat Finnerty at Finn's Auto Sales on Nobe Road in Panama. Finn's specializes in Subaru service and offers used cars as well as home of 1J Racing. We want to thank Finn's Auto Sales for their support. And also want to thank Appleby Motorsports. Dale and Cindy Appleby at Appleby Motorsports are supporters of the Wolfpack and the Corry Federal Credit Union sports stream. Appleby Motorsports, located in North Clymer, offers racing accessories and chassis setup for race teams in the region. We thank Appleby Motorsports for their support. And once again, Hinsdale here for the kickoff from his own 40-yard line up to it. And it's going to be down to about the 20-yard line. Field on the run there by Galecki. And he's going to be across the 20, down the 25-yard line. Going to mix a man miss. He's got some room out there and out to the 43-yard line. And the Titans are going to be set up with great field position there as, Galecki, number 11 there with a great return, broke a couple tackles. And Titans have an opportunity to do something here before half.
Yeah, and he caught that right on the run like you mentioned. And, he had his momentum going forward. And that's always tough in the kick return game. You're already running a long ways. And when that guy's going full speed the other way, either one of the things is going to happen. You're going to either have a big collision or you're going to find a seam. And he kind of found a seam and worked his way up the right-hand side here. So hopefully they're going to – we got a penalty?
Looks like I did not see the flag, but I don't know. It is a flag out there. They're marking it off, so they're actually calling a holding penalty, another holding penalty. Looks like at the 30-yard line. And that's going to a big break for CSP as that's going to take the ball all the way back to the 20-yard line. That's going to be about a 22-yard shift right there in field position. And I'll be honest, Brian, I never saw the flag out.
Just from hearing the others in the press box up here, I don't think anybody saw the flag come out, Andy. It come from, I guess, the far sideline, and nobody saw it. But obviously there was a little hold on the far side.
Titans once again on 20-yard line. Marsh is back in the game. They're going to go I formation here. Martian under center. It's going to be handoff to the left. Looks like it's going to be number Galecki over there, and that's going absolutely nowhere. And looking like the Titans are they're going to be content to go in this half only down 3-0. There's no urgency from their offense, and they might want to regroup here at halftime. Funding for this Corry Federal Credit Union sports stream broadcast is provided in part by J. Edwards Insurance. With offices in Panama and Jamestown, J. Edwards Insurance is an independent insurance service providing auto, business, farm, and homeowners insurance online at jedwardsinsurance.com. And it looks like the Titans, after not being in a hurry, are going to take a timeout here with about 49 seconds left in the second quarter, down 3-0. The Wolfpack broadcast is being underwritten in part by Necker's Company General Store. For over 100 years, Necker's Company has served Clymer with groceries, meats, deli, footwear, and gift items. The Channel 98.9 Sports Stream thanks Necker's Company General Store for their support. Crotty Chevrolet is another sponsor of the CSP Wolfpack and the Corry Federal Credit Union Sports Stream. Crotty Chevrolet is located at the Y in Columbus and online at crottychevy.com. Sponsor for Player of the Game is also brought to you in part by Crotty Chevrolet Buick. And Fat Mon's Grub in Corry is an underwriter of this Wolfpack broadcast. Fat Mon's menu includes pizzas, subs, salads, and dinners. Take out or eat in. Give them a call at 814-964-3158. The Corry Federal Credit Union thanks them for their support, and go Wolfpack. And Titans come out of the timeout here. They're going to have 2nd and 9 from the 21-yard line. 49 seconds left in the second quarter. CSP leads 3-0. Titans in a shotgun formation, flanked by 2 running backs. Looks like number 37 there, Bilecki, is going to come in motion, and he's going to be pressured there by Marsh. He's going to flink off to his left, and he's got a couple defenders right there, and that's going to be caught at about the 36-yard line. Makes the man miss, is number 26, and he's going to be across the 40-yard line, and that's going to be a first down. And that's going to be first down for the Titans at the 42-yard line. And Titans have got 20 yards on that play, and they got something going here. And the clock will start running because in high school it stops while you get the downs. And a big mistake there by number 26. He could have stopped the clock right there. Marsh in the backfield, clock is running. And 40 seconds left in the second quarter. Marsh in the shotgun. Sends 3 receivers out to the right, split to the left. 5 down linemen. Marsh waiting for the snap, back, throwing, looking, swings it out to the right, and that's going to be caught there at the 42, and he's going to be met there and breaks a tackle across the 50. Down to there, so it's going to be good for another first down for Titans at the 48-yard line. And the Titans have got something going there, and Brian, that swing pass out to the right has been a big play for them so far in this game.
Yeah, and I thought Micah had him pretty well dead to rights right there, and he must have put a little sidestep on it, and Micah just kind of flew right by him. But anyway, they're in business here.
And also, too, I don't know why the Titans called timeout there on a first down. They could have gone up and spiked the ball, but maybe the coach wanted to kind of get them in order here. But we have a first down by the Titans. I believe it's the last one of the first half. But they got first down at the 48-yard line of CSP, and last 2 pass plays have gotten about 35 yards, and they're kind of back in the game here, chance to get some points before half. But that's, I think, some bad time management there by the Titans coaching staff and their players. Number 26 in the play before should have gone out of bounds, would have saved them time and stopped the clock. And you don't like calling a timeout on a first down there, Brian, because you're given basically 10 to 15 free seconds. You know, you hope your quarterback's coached up to at minimum go up there and spike the football. But break for CSP as the Titans are out of timeouts now and at the CSP 48-yard line.
Yeah, you know, I don't know how much clock management stuff that these teams work on. I know the Wolfpack works on it a little bit, but it's certainly not like a well-oiled NFL team when they can move down the field in the 2-minute drill, you know. It's just not in the arsenal at the high school level, right. You know, too much.
You only get 2 hours of practice a day. There's only so much you can do, and play execution is a lot more important than time management. But Titans come back out here. Trips right formation, Marsh in the backfield. CSP in a 4-3 defense, 4 in the secondary. Marsh back to pass, looking, little pressure, and he falls down there, and he's sacked back at the 35-yard line, and that looks like that is number 69 right there.
Big Trayvon
Copta. And Olsen lost his footing once again, and then immediately went down, and looks like that's going to be it for the first half as the clock has struck 0, and CSP is going to take a 3-0 lead in halftime, and that first half ends on a big sack by Trayvon Copta to end the second quarter. And Brian, slugfest, and a score we have not seen, I didn't think, at the high school level in a long time, 3-0 at halftime.
Yeah, you know, and we talked about a little bit where this was going to be, a replay of what we saw up in Franklinville, which was a 16-12 game, so certainly not setting any scoring records, and that has continued into the first half of this game. And we'll see, you know, the ultimate chess match here. You got another 24 minutes to figure out, you know, who's going to be able to advance through the playoff here and go to play the Randolph Cardinals up in Highmark Stadium next Friday.
Yeah, and what's interesting too, Brian, is it's not as these offense aren't moving the ball at all. It's just there's no big plays. I mean, it's you'll get 3 yards, 4 yards. I mean, this is kind of more of your old school football where it's 3 yards in a cloud of dust.
Cloud of mud.
Yep, and cloud of mud today. And, it's just been tough sledding for both teams on here. And before halftime, I'd like to thank a few more of our sponsors. Allegheny Power Equipment on Route 426 east of Corry is an underwriter of the sports stream. Allegheny Power Equipment has worked with the small engine industry with parts and service for decades. 814-664-9291. Channel 98.9 thanks Allegheny Power Equipment for their support. And Woods Napa, located in Sherman, New York. Woods Auto Parts Napa and Woods Power Sports offers services for vehicles and parts and service for off-road ATVs and motorcycles. Channel 98.9 thanks Wood Napa and Power Sports for their support. And last, Lictus in Clymer, New York. Lictus Oil and Propane, Lictus Auto Service, and Clymer Hardware and Home Center. Channel 98.9 thanks to Lictus Auto Service Team and Clymer Hardware and the Home Center for their support of CSP Wolfpack this year. And with that, the score is 3-0 CSP at halftime, and we'll see you back after this intermission.
Coverage on the Channel 98.9 Corry Federal Credit Union Sports Stream at channel989.org. This broadcast is brought to you by Lictus Oil and Propane, Triple E Manufacturing, Mosier's Carpeting and Floor Covering, Crouch's Garage, First Place Auto Glass, Krager Racing Engines, and Mike's Machine, Leisure Time Power Sports of Corry, U-Tag's Body Shop, Corry Pre-Owned Auto Sales, Arlene's Dutch Kitchen Restaurant, Finn's Auto Sales, Appleby Motorsports, J. Edwards Insurance, Necker's Company General Store, Crotty Chevrolet and Buick, Fat Mon's Grub, Allegheny Power Equipment, Woods Auto Parts Napa and Woods Power Sports, and the Corry Federal Credit Union. Stay tuned, the Corry Federal Credit Union halftime show is coming up shortly.
Support for this Corry Federal Credit Union sports stream coverage of CSP football is provided in part by Mosier's Carpeting and Floor Covering in Clymer. Mosier's installs carpeting, vinyl, and laminate flooring, as well as tile. Channel 98.9 thanks Mosier's Main Street in Clymer for their support.
Funding for this Corry Federal Credit Union coverage of CSP football is provided in part by First Place Auto Glass of Jamestown. The owner of Glass Tech, Robert Leonard from Panama, installs automotive glass and works with all major insurance companies. We thank First Place Auto Glass for their support. Contact them at 716-450-0847 or on Facebook.
This Wolfpack broadcast is being underwritten in part by Necker's Company General Store. For over 100 years, Necker's Company has served Clymer with groceries, meats, deli, footwear, and gift items. Channel 98.9 Sports Stream thanks Necker's Company General Store for their support.
This Corry Federal Credit Union Sports Stream broadcast is supported in part by Krager Racing Engines and Mike's Machine in Clymer. Krager Racing Engines provides performance machining and assembly for race teams nationwide. Best wishes to the Wolfpack from Krager Racing Engines.
Crouch's Garage, 2 East Main Street in Panama, underwrites this Corry Federal Credit Union broadcast of CSP football on Channel 98.9. Crouch's offers automotive service, state inspection, and used cars, too. Channel 98.9 thanks Crouch's Garage in Panama for their support.
Fat Mon's Grub in Corry is an underwriter of this Wolfpack broadcast. Fat Mon's menu includes pizzas, subs, salads, and dinners. Take out or eat in. 814-964-3158. Channel 98.9 Sports Stream thanks Fat Mon's Grub for their support.
Underwriting for this Corry Federal Credit Union sports stream coverage of CSP football is also provided by Triple E Manufacturing. Triple E Manufacturing offers equine products, promotional items, embroidery, and printing services. Triple E Manufacturing of Sherman, online at tripleemanufacturing.com.
We're always here for you. At Corry Federal Credit Union, we are your member-owned local financial institution with your best interest always in mind. Banking might look a little different these days, but how we serve our members and care about our community remains unchanged. Stop by any of our convenient locations to experience the credit union difference at 728 Worth Street in Corry, 56 North Main Street in Union City, 315 Main Street in Spartansburg, or always online online at www.corryfcu.org. Become a member with us in 2021 to enjoy all the benefits a credit union has to offer. All you need to do is live, work, worship, volunteer, or go to school within 25 miles of the city of Corry, and $5 to establish your account. That's it. Start feeling like you belong. Become a member at Corry Federal Credit Union, your credit union. CFCU, federally insured by NCUA.
Thanks for listening to this broadcast of CSP Wolfpack football coverage on the Channel 98.9 Corry Federal Credit Union sports stream at channel989.org. This broadcast is brought to you by Lictus Oil and Propane, Triple E Manufacturing, Mosier's Carpeting and Floor Covering, Crouch's Garage, First Place Auto Glass, Krager Racing Engines, and Mike's Machine, Leisure Time Power Sports of Corry, U-Tag's Body Shop, Corry Pre-Owned Auto Sales, Arlene's Dutch Kitchen Restaurant, Finn's Auto Sales, Appleby Motorsports, J. Edwards Insurance, Necker's Company General Store, Crotty Chevrolet and Buick, Fat Mon's Grub, Allegheny Power Equipment, Woods Auto Parts Napa and Woods Power Sports, and the Corry Federal Credit Union. Stay tuned, the Corry Federal Credit Union halftime show is coming up shortly.
This Corry Federal Credit Union Sports Stream broadcast is being made possible with funding from Leisure Time Power Sports of Corry. For over 50 years, Leisure Time has offered motorcycles, dirt bikes, side-by-sides, snowmobiles, and agricultural equipment. We thank Leisure Time Power Sports in Corry and Bradford for their support.
Dale and Cindy Appleby at Appleby Motorsports are supporters of the Wolfpack and the Corry Federal Credit Union Sports Stream. Appleby Motorsports, located in North Clymer, offers racing accessories and chassis setup for race teams in the region. We thank Appleby Motorsports for their support.
U-Tag's Body Shop in Corry is helping to bring you this production of CSP Football on the Corry Federal Credit Union Sports Stream. Along with collision repair and refinishing, U-Tags offers frame straightening services. Located at 633 East Smith Street in Corry, U-Tag's Body Shop.
This Wolfpack broadcast on the Corry Federal Credit Union Sports Stream is brought to you in part by Arlene's Dutch Kitchen Restaurant and by Becky's Bakery, 104 East Main Street in Sherman, featuring Amish-style baked goods, 716-234-4002, or Arlene's Dutch Kitchen on Facebook. Channel 98.9, thanks Arlene's Dutch Kitchen for their support.
When someone thinks of Lictus Oil and Propane, they most likely think of gasoline. Lictus Oil and Propane offers bulk quantities of motor oils, hydraulic fluids, and lubricants. Lictus serves customers in 3 states with propane and heating oil. Online at lictusoilandpropane.com. Channel 98.9 Sports Stream is grateful for support from Lictus Oil and Propane in Clymer.
This Corry Federal Credit Union Sports Stream broadcast is being supported in part by Woods Auto Parts Napa and Woods Power Sports in Sherman. Along with auto parts for most vehicles, Woods offers parts and service for off-road, ATV, and motorcycles. The Channel 98.9 Sports Stream thanks Woods Napa and Power Sports for their support.
Joel Cook and the team at Corry Pre-Owned Auto Sales supports this Corry Federal Credit Union Sports Stream broadcast. Offering pre-owned cars and trucks in New York and Pennsylvania, Corry Pre-Owned Auto Sales is on Route 6 in Corry or online at corrycars.com. Go Wolfpack from Corry Pre-Owned Auto.
Allegheny Power Equipment, Route 426 east of Corry, is an underwriter of this Corry Federal Credit Union Sports Stream. Allegheny Power Equipment has worked with the small engine industry with parts and service for decades. 814-664-9291. The Channel 98 Sports Stream thanks Allegheny Power Equipment for their support.
This Corry Federal Credit Union Sports Stream coverage of Wolfpack football is brought to you in part by Pat Finnerty at Finn's Auto Sales on the Niobe Road in Panama. Finn specializes in Subaru service and offers used cars as well. Home of 1J Racing. Channel 98.9 thanks Finn's Auto Sales for their support.
Funding for this Corry Federal Credit Union Sports Stream broadcast is provided in part by J. Edwards Insurance. With offices in Panama and Jamestown, J. Edwards Insurance is an independent insurance service providing auto, business, farm, and homeowners insurance. Online at jedwardsinsurance.com.
Crotty Chevrolet in Buick is providing partial funding for the Corry Federal Credit Union Sports Stream. Crotty Chevrolet is located at the Y in Columbus and online at crottychevy.com. Sponsor of the Player of the Game, Crotty Chevrolet Buick.
I found hope in the midst of an overwhelming situation.
Alcoholism is a disease that can affect any family. Everyone suffers, but there is help and hope at Al-Anon Family Groups.
Al-Anon gave me my life back. I'm a better father and husband.
Are you in an overwhelming situation because of someone else's drinking? Al-Anon and Alateen can help. Local and virtual meetings are available. Maybe one could work for you. Call 1-866-200-0033 or visit alanon.org/hope.
Thanks for listening to this broadcast of CSP Wolfpack football coverage on the Channel 98.9 Corry Federal Credit Union Sports Stream at channel989.org. This broadcast is brought to you by Lictus Oil and Propane, Triple E Manufacturing, Mosier's Carpeting and Floor Covering, Crouch's Garage, First Place Auto Glass, Krager Racing Engines, and Mike's Machine, Leisure Time Power Sports of Corry, UTAG's Body Shop, Corry Pre-Owned Auto Sales, Arlene's Dutch Kitchen Restaurant, Finn's Auto Sales, Appleby Motorsports, J. Edwards Insurance, Necker's Company General Store, Crotty Chevrolet and Buick, Fat Mon's Grub, Allegheny Power Equipment, Woods Auto Parts Napa and Woods Power Sports, and the Corry Federal Credit Union. And now it's time for the Corry Federal Credit Union Halftime Show on the Channel 98.9 Sports Stream at channel989.org.
And good afternoon, Wolfpack fans, and welcome to the end of the halftime show here in the broadcast of the second half of this great matchup in Class D football we have today between the CSP Wolfpack and the Franklinville Ellicottville Titans. And we've got about 3 minutes left here in halftime. And once again, this is Brian Willink and Andy Bemis bringing to you the broadcast today. And Brian, a great first half of football right there. It's been a slugfest, and CSP has a 3-0 lead thanks to a 33-yard field goal by Bryce Hinsdale. About a minute left in the first half. But it's going to be whatever coach makes the best adjustment here in the second half, Brian, because they've scouted each other very well. They know what's coming. It's going to be the coach that gets creative and says, hey, you haven't seen this play, and makes it for a big play, because one touchdown here in the second half might be enough for one team or the other.
Yeah, it's certainly been just a slugfest, mudfest, grudge match. The field itself doesn't look bad to the eye right here, but, man, we've seen multiple players having traction problems on both sides of the ball. And it has played a part in the game today. Both quarterbacks have slipped, the running backs have slipped, the wide receivers have slipped. So, while it's a bright sunny day, the field condition is certainly having a part in this game here. And it's a 3-0 CSP Wolfpack lead as we get ready to start the second half. And like you said, it's going to have to be a little bit of a game of adjustments. Let's see. The CSP Wolfpack seemed to have found something in their last drive there that went down and got the field goal. They were seeing some crossing patterns from the wide receivers, and Curtis Olson was hitting a lot of those guys right in stride, and they didn't have to stop and readjust or make a play for the ball. It hit it right on their hands, and the offense has got the advantage, especially when the field's a little bit less than 100% perfect.
Yeah, and the staple of Ty Harper's offense the last 5-6 years has always been that quick pass. They love that bubble screen. They love little out passes, but it's been the slow developing pass plays, those, like you said, the clear routes and then the dig route behind it. And Curtis has hit some of those for big gains on it, and that's been the key today. And I would also like to thank our sponsors for this broadcast today, as support for CSP Wolfpack football play-by-play on the Channel 98.9 Sports Stream is provided in part by the Corry Federal Credit Union. The Corry Federal Credit Union would like to wish the Wolfpack the best of luck this season and in the postseason now. They have been serving the community since 1958 and offer a wide range of financial and banking services for you or your business. They are located at 728 Worth Street in Corry, 56 North Main Street in Union City, or 315 Main Street in Spartanburg, and online at www.corryfcu.org. Channel 98.9 Sports Stream once again thanks the Corry Federal Credit Union, a non-for-profit organization, for their support of the CSP Wolfpack this year. And we got about We're going to have about 3 minutes left in here in halftime as they're going to put some time on for the players to finish stretching and getting warmed up here as the Titans have gone back on the field and CSP is still talking over the halftime adjustments. And, Brian, what do you want to see out of them for the second half here? What is your thoughts on it's going to be the most effective way to, basically keep Titans in check and get a couple touchdowns here and win this ball game?
Yeah, I'm going to want to be watching what develops off their quarterback there. He took that big hit at the end of the first quarter on the near sideline here, and he came up kind of hobbling a little bit, and he did make himself back. He get himself back into the game, but he wasn't quite the same there that last drive for sure. And the very next play after he got hurt, he had that pitch that got fumbled that resulted in our fumble recovery, which resulted in our score basically.
Yep.
And so that's going to be something we're going to want to watch is the health and the legs of number 3. And from CSP aspect, I think that they ought to just continue to do what they're doing there at the end of the half. And that was hit some of those crossing patterns, get some different route trees going, get some guys going in, some guys going out, and kind of get the defense a little confused on the back half of the defense.
Yeah, like you said, Lucas Marsh, the quarterback for the Titans, he is their offense. It's he runs the offense, he throws the ball, he runs the ball. They don't want to just have a one-dimensional quarterback where he's just stuck there in the backfield because the threat of him running is what makes him so successful at this level. And if he's limited in one way or the other, that's going to be a big difference for their offense. And he is stretching here at halftime. He looks like he's in pretty good shape, so it might have just been something he needed about 10-15 minutes to kind of get loosened back up, and we'll probably feel it tomorrow, but should be good to go today.
Yeah, I'm just watching him in warm-ups here just like you were, and he looks like he's back to being pretty much 100%, so good for him. You hate to have an injury kind of decide one of these things, and so far it's been a pretty well-played first half. The holding penalties are part of the story, too.
Absolutely.
Franklinville had a couple of big plays that were brought back because of some holding penalties, and I think they had 5 of them altogether in that first half.
Yeah, I think it was 4 accepted, 1 declined because we had the bad
right.
pitch where we had the fumble recovery. They even had a holding penalty there, and the big one for them was they had 1st and goal at the 10-yard line. The holding penalty took them back to 1st and goal at the 20, and they ended up turning the ball over on downs inside the red zone. And then the other big one was about a minute left in the second quarter, and nice return up to about the 45-yard line, and they had a holding penalty back at the 30, and that brought them back to the 20, and they actually gained 40 yards. If you have that 40 yards, they would have been looking at potentially scoring before half, and that's the difference between the holding penalty and them being down 3-0 and potentially having a chance at a field goal or a touchdown there in the second quarter. So the holding penalties for Ellicottville, Franklinville is the big key. The big problem for them so far, and the 1 turnover. But like we said, I think that was Marsh wasn't quite right on it. He was gimping pretty good, and it was a bad pitch, and he's a good ball player who doesn't usually make plays like that. And he took a big hit before it. Funding for this Corry Federal Credit Union sports stream is brought to you in part by Lictus Oil and Propane in Clymer, New York. Family-owned Lictus Oil and Propane continues to supply liquids and fluids for the agricultural industry and homeowners. Heating, oil, and propane services and off-road and on-road diesel services are also offered at their location. Channel 98.9 Sports Stream thanks Lictus Oil and Propane for the continued support for CSP Wolfpack Football. Underwriting for this Corry Federal Credit Union sports stream coverage of CSP Football is provided by EE Manufacturing. EE Manufacturing offers equine products, promotional items, embroidery, and printing services. EE Manufacturing of Sherman of New York. Online at EEMFG.com.
So the CSP team, we elected to take the ball in the first half, so we're going to be kicking off here. And weather's the same as it was when we started. It's maybe 5 degrees colder than it was, but bright sunshine, beautiful afternoon, no wind. Field's a little bit treacherous in spots, but for the most part, we're ready to go here.
Yep, and it looks like halftime is about over right here. It looks like the clock is about to go down to 0 here. And once again, Brian says CSP will be kicking off. They elected to take the ball in the first half, to receive to start the game. And I think they'll be kicking off from right to left on your dial. And looks like I am incorrect on that. They're going to be kicking left to right.
Yep.
So they'll be going the same direction as they ended the second quarter on it. Left to right on your dial going towards the west end zone. And once again, Bryce Hins will be back there to kick off as the Titans come out here in the field to receive this third quarter kickoff and get the second half started.
So we got 2 quarters to figure out who's going to be advancing to go to Buffalo next week. So
Absolutely.
This should be fun, Andy. This is what it's all about right here.
And then it'll be a rematch in Buffalo for either one of these teams, as both teams lost to Randolph this year, who has been the class of the Class D division this year. Hinsdale back to kick, lets it go. It's going to be a short kick down to only about the 30-yard line, and that's going to be received by one of the up men right there, and he's got a lane up to about the 40-yard line, and he's going to be tackled right there by a swarm of CSP defenders. And it looks like the ball might have came out. We're going to see if he was ruled down, or it looks like it's recovered by the Titans on it, so there'll be no turnover there, but almost a big break there for CSP to start the second half.
Absolutely. That would have been a nice break to start the second half.
Titans once again will be led by Marsh on offense to the second half. Support for the Corry Federal Credit Union sports stream coverage of CSP football is provided by Mosier's Carpeting and Floor Covering. Mosier's installs carpeting, vinyl, and laminate flooring, as well as tile. Mosier's Main Street in Clymer, New York. Marsh once again, shotgun formation, 2 backs there, 1 up man, twins left. Marsh hard count right here. It's going to be a bad snap. He's going to hand it off. He's got 44 there. He's got some room across the 45-yard line. He's going to be tackled right there at the 46-yard line. Looks like Justin Massey, he took the ball from him. Oh, and Massey took the ball from him, and they're going to say he's down. I don't think he was. I think he had the ball, and that came down, Brian. But a great tackle by Justin Massey. It looks like he took the ball away, but the refs are going to say he was down.
Wow, what a big hit by Justin either way, and that would have been a heck of a hit, plus the ball, if that would have went our way, but they are going to say a part of that runner was down on the ground, and Justin ended up with the ball, but they're going to give it back to Franklinville, Ellicottville. Second down.
And it was Brian Willink, the freshman running back, on the carry there for a gain of 6 yards on it. And that's one where I wish we might have had some replay on that, Brian, because I think he had that out. But nonetheless, 2nd and 4 for Titans at their own 46-yard line. Marsh, shotgun once again, low snap. He's going to be tackled back there at the 45-yard line. And it looks like that's number 32, Lucas Losangio. And the refs let the play go, but I think he was down anyway, but he was tackled right there anyway. So it's going to set up 3rd and 5 from the 45-yard line.
Yeah, the near side official, I thought, was saying he was down a little further back, but the far side official came in and got the spot. So
looks like they ruled him down where he was down originally, because it looks like Lucas had him in the backfield out here. So a big 3rd and 5 to start the second half here, early in the third quarter, at their own 45-yard line for the Titans here. Marsh once again is going to operate in the shotgun. Looks like number 44 is going to be the freshman Brayton Blecka is going to be back there with him, along with number 11, Bilecki. Twins left. He's going to send one out to the right. And looks like there's some confusion out there by the Titans offense.
Hard to tell. Confusion or just game planning, because, like you said, and we've been saying, they get to the line and they wait.
Yeah, it is confusion because they're going to take a timeout there by the Titans coaching staff on it. So with 10-10 left in the third quarter, we're going to have a first timeout in the second half. And, Brian, that's a critical timeout because you might need them end of the game, and you're down to 2 already.
That could come back. The way this game's being played, in fact, that kind of played into their, decision-making into the first half. Yep. Exactly right. They were running a little short on timeouts, and then they had a couple kids that maybe didn't get out of bounds when they could have, and they had to burn another one. And, you just don't know. Those things are like gold.
Crouch's Garage on 2 East Main Street in Panama is also underwrites the Corry Federal Credit Union coverage of CSP football on the channel 98.9. Crouch's offers automotive service, state inspection, and used cars too. We thank Crouch's Garage for the support this season and in the postseason. And First Place Auto Glass is also providing coverage of CSP football. First Place Auto Glass of Jamestown, owner Glass Tech and Robert Leonard from Panama. They install automotive glass and work with all major insurance companies. We thank First Place Auto for their support this year. Call them at 716-450-0847 or look them up on Facebook.com. So Titans right here, big third down early in the second half here. Marsh in the backfield with himself, shotgun, twins left, twins right. Marsh, motion by number 37 here. He's going to hand it off to him. It's going to be keep by Marsh out there across 45. He's going to be crossed to the 50-yard line, and he should have enough for a first down, and he does. It's going to be about to the CSP 49-yard line, and a nice run there by Lucas Marsh to pick up the first down.
Yeah, that was a good play. Just a power run right up to the middle of the CSP defense, and dragging tacklers along with him the whole way, and he got hit a few times, a lot of yards after contact on that particular play, and got himself a first down.
Yeah, and that was a nice little fake there by the Titans to Greinels. Pulled the linebackers right there, and Marsh took it up the field right where the linebackers vacated on that motion play right there. So that's going to set up 1st and 10 for the Titans at the CSP 49-yard line, taking advantage of this great field position they had to start the second half. Once again, quick to the line, but taking their time to actually call out the play. Marsh He's going to be in the shotgun, wing to his left. Bad snap again down low. It's going to be pressure on Lucas Marsh immediately. Let's heave down the field. He's got a man down there across at the 10-yard line. Last be caught. Touchdown, Titans. And that's going to be a 50-yard pitch and catch from looks like Lucas Marsh to number 26, Blake Frank, the wide receiver for the Titans. He got behind the coverage of Bryce Hinsdale back there, and a great throw by Lucas Marsh. And that is going to give the Titans a 6-3 lead to start the second half, and that's about the first really big play we've seen this year so far, Brian.
Sure is. That ball, he threw that thing in the air a long ways, Andy. Bryce Hinsdale was a cornerback on that side, and I just don't think Bryce thought he could throw it that far because he, had played the defender. He played his offensive or the wide receiver clear down the field, but, man, he got a lot of air on that thing.
That thing went about over 40 yards in the air. You don't usually expect a high school quarterback to get that much air on there. Titans will go for 2 here with a 6-3 lead. Marsh and a swinging gate formation here as all the linemen go to the left on it. The center by himself right there. Marsh, pitch to Marsh. It's going to be a fake there, and it's going to be number 10 right there. It's going to be tackled back at the 15-yard line. And, Brian, I can't get the number on that. Looks like Lucas.
No, it looks like Gabe Roth.
26, Gabe Roth read that perfectly as the Titans try the trick play on the 2-point conversion. And that is a critical stop right there as that leaves a 3-point lead right there for the Titans. And not the start you wanted for CSP in the second half.
No, you give up the big play, but, man, that missed extra point, you just never know how that's going to come back. So we got a 6-3 Franklinville, Ellicottville lead over the CSP Wolfpack still. Yep,
and we got early in the third quarter. The time is 9:20 left in the third quarter as the Titans score to take the 6-3 lead. And the Federal Credit Union Sports Stream would like to thank some more sponsors, Krager Racing Engines and Mike's Machining Climber. Krager Racing Engines provides performance, machining, and assembly for race teams nationwide. Best wishes to the Wolfpack from the Krager Racing Engines team. And the Leisure Team is another sponsor of the Corry Federal Credit Union. As they've been over 50 years, they've offered motorcycle, dirt, bikes, side-by-sides, snowmobiles, and agricultural equipment. We thank Leisure Time Power Sports for their service and their support this year.
Well, we'll see what the CSP offense can come up with here, Andy. Now that we've got kind of woken up here in the second half with a big aerial strike from the Franklinville Titans, we'll see if the CSP team can answer.
Yeah, it's going to be a big drive here for CSP to start the second half and, respond here and try and get some points and get the lead back out here.
Where I thought we had the momentum going into halftime, for sure the momentum has now shifted over to the Titans.
And looks like Titans back here to kick off from the 40-yard line. It's going to be a pretty deep kick down to about the 10-yard line. Looks like Berkanowski from the 12 right there. Across the 20-yard line. He's got some blockers in front of him out to the 30-yard line. And he's brought down right at the 30-yard line. And CSP with decent field position there. Looks like Trent took a pretty big hit on that as he hit a wall of Titans defenders right there.
Is that a yellow? It's a leaf.
I think that's a leaf.
Okay, good. That would have been in the vicinity of
it'll be right where the holding would have been called.
Yep.
But it looks like that's just a leaf on the field. So CSP will bring their offense out from their own 30-yard line here as Curtis Olson will lead them back out here. And Justin Massey's going to be in the backfield as a blocker. Olson hands it off. It's going to be up the middle. And it's going to be, looks like Gabe Roth on the carry. And he's going to have about a 3 or 4 yard carry. Actually, it's Chet Berkanowski on the carry. And he's only going to pick up 2 yards right there as that Titans defense up front has been very stiff today.
Man, we just have not gotten a whole lot of yards rushing at all today. We haven't gotten any more than 4 or 5 yards on any one particular rush that I can remember here today, Andy.
Yep, and it looks like the CSP is actually going to huddle up here on offense. I think Ty Upper's trying to say, I got to get something, a little more organized, and we got to start get some more yards on offense. So it's going to set up 2nd and 8 from the 32-yard line. Gabe Roth comes back in the game. And Olson calls out the play, comes up to the line of scrimmage. We're going to have twins to the right, Cooper Brown and Bryce Hinsdale. Roth and Berkanowski, power I formation. Willink is the tight end there. It's going to be a pitch out to Berkanowski. Makes a man miss, but he's got nowhere to go. And he breaks the tackle back to the left. He's got a lane over there. He's going to be across the 35. And he's going to be dragged right there. Down there. The ball comes out. That ball comes out. He looks like he was down, though. And we're going to see what it is at the 38-yard line. Wait on the official's call. and he is down. Looks like he was down. I think it's a good call by the official, as Trent made a great play because he was bottled up on the right side and swung it back all the way to the left to pick up 6 or 8 yards. And big break for CSP that his knee was down because that ball did come out, but it looks like after he was down.
Yeah, and that was all Trent all the way there. That right-hand side just kind of collapsed, so he changes direction and takes it all the way back across the field. And, he did luckily get at least part of his body on the ground there because that ball was definitely live. So maybe a break for the CSP offense there.
It's 3rd and 2 from their own 38-yard line. Olsen under center, Mass in the backfield. So we hand off Brickanowski left side. He's met the line of scrimmage, and he's stuffed right there. And that's going to be, once again, Brian, we have tried that kind of off-counter, off-tackle play on 3rd down, and we can't get anywhere going on that.
Man, it has just been tough sledding in there today on that rushing game. They got some big guys on their line, and we got big guys too, and it's been kind of a slugfest. Neither team is able to get much of a running game established, but it's been exceptionally difficult here in our 2 drives in the second half so far.
Yeah, and it's going to set up a fourth and 2 from their own 38-yard line. And, Brian, on those 3rd down plays, 3rd and short, I don't like slow developing plays. I kind of like either a quick pitch or a quarterback sneak or a dive. It's just when you get too much time, that's time for the defense to get across the line of scrimmage and make a play. So 4th and 2 from the 38-yard line for the CSP. Give me some motion. Looks like Brickanowski's going to come in motion across the formation. Hinsdale back to kick from his own 25-yard line. Snap is good, right to him. Plenty of time. And this pit's going to be short, and it's going to be down about the 42-yard line, and it's going to go out of bounds right there. And that's going to only be about a 20-yard punt there from Bryce Hinsdale. And he's getting, I don't know where the official's going, and he took 6 more yards off that. So Titans, once again, are going to have great field position here. And after the scoring drive last time, they got positioned to get some more points here and put some room there.
They're definitely back in business here. 1st and 10, almost from the midfield stripe. And we'll see what the CSP Wolfpack defense can come up with here. We're going to have to play some tough defense because the Titan offense, after that big scoring play, definitely momentum has shifted here a little bit.
UTAG's Body Shop in Corry is hoping to bring you this production of CSP football on the Corry Federal Credit Union Sports Stream. Along with collision repair and refinishing, UTAG's offers frame straightening services at 633 East Smith Street in Corry. UTAG's Body Shop. Titans at their own 47-yard line. Great field position to start this drive. Going to come out in a shotgun formation. Lucas Marsh back there. He's got Bilecki with him. Trips to the left. And Marsh waiting for the snap. He's going to be back to pass. He's going to take a pitch out to the left. Looks like number 22 out there is going to make it. And it's going to be a great tackle out in the open field. And it looks like that is number 4, Owen White. And then looks like, I couldn't get the number. Looks like number 57 might have been Justin Massing out there.
Massing out there, Cooper Brown out there. So we had that one pretty well. The coaches were all yelling. They'd obviously seen that one on film someplace or other.
And credit to Drake DeMonico. He didn't make the tackle, but he strung the play out there and didn't let the running back cut up the field. And that gave time to Owen White to come up there and make a hit. And that's going to be a 2-yard loss on that play for the Titans. So a good start for the CSP defense here. Titans are going to once again go twins right formation. That's going to be 10 out there. That's Glenn Gluzio and number 36, Hunter Smith. Marsh in the shotgun, twins left, twins right, 1 running back, Bilecki. Marsh looking for the snap. Good snap, back to throw, looking, plenty of time, got all day, and eventually he's going to throw the ball down the field. That's going to be a jump ball up there. That's going to be picked off, and that's going to be number 10, Cooper Brown. It looks like a great interception on it, and bad decision by Lucas Marsh. He had nothing down the field, and he threw it up there, and there's 2 CSP defenders, and Cooper Brown made a big play on the ball, and that is a big turnover for CSP defense.
Man, I actually thought he was throwing that out of bounds, Andy. I didn't realize he just didn't get that one off the field, I think.
I'm not sure if he saw
He had a receiver over there.
Yeah, I think he might have saw that his receiver was behind the corner, but that was almost like a 2-deep safety right there, and Cooper Brown had like the deep zone on it. He had plenty of time to go up the field to make that catch, and momentum shift right here. CSP still trailing 3-6, but Olsen's going to come on shotgun here. Twins left, back to pass, looking, plenty of time, pump fake. He's going to take it, he's going to be fumbled the ball at the 26-yard line, gets it back on it, but once again, great coverage by the Titans defense on it, and Olsen just kind of had to fall down on the ball. And it's going to be about an 8-yard loss on the sack. It's going to set up 2nd and 18 from the 27-yard line.
Yeah, once again, that's a product of the defense of the Titans just doing a marvelous job with our wide receivers here. We talked about trying to get that passing game continued on, and so far that hasn't happened in the second half.
Olsen shotgun once again looking. He's got nobody open the field, and then eventually he's got Michael Willink across the 35-yard line and up to about the 41-yard line and breaks the tackle there. And that's going to be a nice little about 12-yard pickup there. And that's going to set up third and manageable. And, Brian, that's the play you want to see right there. It's that crossing route, time to clean up the linebackers, and we got a man open. And another big 3rd and 5 here for the CSP offense.
Yeah, we'll take one more just like that and move the sticks. Keep the thing moving here, right?
Absolutely. 3rd and 5 from the, looks like the 40-yard line. Olsen shotgun back pass, plenty of time, looking, and the ball's deflected. Line of scrimmage is going to be picked off at the 42-yard line or at the 38-yard line. And that looks like number 56 for the Titans defense, and that is Ben Ball. And that ball's deflected at the line of scrimmage. I didn't see who got their hand up to knock it off, but another big turnover for CSP, and Titans are going to have great field position at the CSP 37-yard line.
Man, just when you think the offense is starting to kind of get something put together here, one of the linemen from the Titans get their hand in the air, and that ball gets deflected and picked off.
And that was a good coaching there by the Titans. Your interior defensive tackles, you don't get there, just put your hands up. Crossing routes, it's a big tool you can to knock those down. Lucas Marsh once again is going to be in the shotgun formation here for the Titans, and they're taking a page out of the CSP Wolfpack. They have a lineman in the backfield to serve as a blocker. Twins left, one split out to the right. Marsh shotgun, calls out the cadence. Lineman down. It's going to be a handoff up the middle to Bilecki. He's got some room up the left side across the 35, and it's actually brought down right there by a whole host of CSP defenders as number 77, Kyle Ryan, and it looks like number 32, Lucas Losangio on the tackle for a short gain for Titans. Be 2nd and 7 from the 35-yard line.
And once again, both teams just really struggling to get too much going in the rushing game today. Not that they're not trying. There's been a whole lot of rushing attempts, but there just has not been a whole lot of gaps found on either team.
Once again, Titans are leading the Wolfpack Wolfpack team 6-3. We got 3:45 left in this third quarter. Winding clock on here in a quick second half has been a lot of completions and running the ball. Titans once again on the line, but they're waiting for the coach to call it to play. Twins right formation. Lucas Marsh, shotgun. He's got number 61, a lineman in the backfield with him, and that is Ethan Frank, the senior. Marsh calling out the play. He's got Bilecki back there. CSP in a 4-3 defense here. Marsh calls out the cadence. Snap, low again. Marsh looking to throw left, plenty of time, flush to his left, plenty of time. He's going to roll to his right, and he's got some room over there, and he's looking for a receiver. He's going to fire right, it's going to be caught right down the first down marker, and we got a penalty marker too. I'm not sure what that's going to be. I think it's a lineman down the field potentially, and we're going to see if that's on the CSP defense, that's going to be a first down. It looks like maybe a yard short for the Titans, and Brian, he's gimping a little bit. I think
quarterback.
I think it's hurting a little bit because he had plenty of room to run. He doesn't want to run. He took a really big hit in the first half, and I think it's affecting him. And there's a penalty on the Titans. I think we might have a legal man downfield. I did not see what the call was.
I think you're right, Andy. I think it was a legal man downfield because that play took a long time. He ran around back there a long time, and I don't blame those linemen getting downfield thinking he's probably going to run it. But
I think number 78. Coda Curtis for the Titans, when he saw his quarterback get outside the pocket, he said, I'm going to be a lead blocker for him.
Yep.
And I don't think Lucas Marsh is 100%. He does not want to run the ball. He's a very good runner. And he threw the ball down the field and would have been a first down, but that's going to set up a second and about 13 or 14 right at the 40-yard line here. Marsh once again shotgun formation. He's got number 26 out there to his left, Blake Frank. Number 37, that is Logan Greinels. In the backfield by Bilecki once again. CSP 4-3 defense. Justin Massing in the middle. Burkinowski back there at the linebacker position. Hayden Heiser on the near side defensive end. Kyle Ryan right there in the middle too. Once again taking their time. Marsh, shotgun formation, motion by Greinels. And we're going to have... looks like delay a game, and it's going to be a delay a game on the Titans. They took plenty of time on it, and 2nd and 18 from the 45-yard line now for the Titans, and CSP needs to take advantage of this. They got them in 2nd and long, and they need to get off the field here.
Yeah, heading the right direction as far as the CSP team is concerned. 2 plays, minus 10 yards, so making their way back toward the 50-yard line, which is not what the Titans wanted to do, but nonetheless, here they are, 2nd down, and let's call it 18 from the 45-yard line. And now we got the referee calling timeout for a reason. I'm not sure what's going on. I think they want to reset the clock to some number here.
Well, we're going to take this time to thank some more sponsors as we're waiting here. Corry Pre-Owned. Joel Cook and his team at the Corry Pre-Owned Auto Sales, they support the 40 Credit Union Sports Stream broadcast, offering pre-owned cars and trucks in New York and Pennsylvania. Corry Pre-Owned Auto Sales is on Route 6 in Corry or online at corrys.com. Go Wolfpack from the Corry Pre-Owned team. And second and 18 once again here from the 45. We got about 2:40 left in the third quarter here. The Titans are winning 6-3 over the CSP Wolfpack. And we're still waiting for the officials' timeout as we have a clock issue here.
Jerry Ireland's got it figured out now. We're good to go.
And Titans, second and 18 from the 45-yard line. Marsh, once again, shotgun formation. Motion by Grimes across the formation here. Marsh, low snap once again. Marsh looking back to throw. He's got some pressure on him, and he's going to try and scramble to his right, and he's trying to escape. It's going to be thrown. That's going to be short of line of scrimmage, and that's going to be intentional grounding right there, and that's going to be a loss of down and yardage. And Lucas Marsh is banged up right now. And that's going to be about an 8-10 yard penalty and a loss of down. So this is going in the right direction for CSP.
Yeah, I think when we were watching him in warm-ups at the half, Andy, it looked like he was back, but he is definitely affected by something on his lower body. I still can't tell if it's hip, knee, or ankle, but anyway, he's a little hobbled. Normally he would have pulled that down and scrambled.
Yeah, and I'll say a great job by the defensive line there for CSP because they kept him in the pocket, and he tried to scramble and nowhere to go, and then eventually he just said, I'm going to chuck this, and got hit as he's throwing it, and couldn't get it back to the line of scrimmage or even near a receiver. So it's going to set up a third and I need to get a calculator out here. It's got to be about 3rd and 30, we'll call it, for the Titans, and I'm going to guess the Titans staff's like, let's just run the ball here and punt in, get our defense out there. But a good chance for the CSP to get some good defense. And once again, we're going to have another.
What's the time?
We're having a clock issue here at the game, so we'll take this time to thank some more of our sponsors. Wolfpack Broadcast is on the Corry Federal Credit Union Sports Stream. Is brought to you in part by Arlene's Dutch Kitchen Restaurant and Becky's Bakery, 104 East Main Street in Sherman, New York. Arlene's offers breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and Becky's Bakery features Amish-style baked goods. 716-234-4002 or Arlene's Dutch Kitchen on Facebook. Go Wolfpack from Arlene's Dutch Kitchen. And Finn's Auto is another sponsor of the CSP Sports Stream on the Corry Federal Credit Union. The team led by Pat Finnerty at Finn's Auto Sales on Niobe Road in Panama. Finn specializes in Subaru service and offers used cars as well as home of 1J Racing. We want to thank Finn's Auto Sales for their support this year. And we've got the clock situation figured out. It's going to be 3rd and 30 for the Titans still from the own 42-yard line, as the Titans are going to sub a couple players out. As it looks like number 36 here, Hunter Smith's coming back on the field. Marsh, shotgun formation, trips left, one back in the backfield, single to the right. CSP in a 4-3 formation. Lucas Marsh back to pass, looking plenty of time. He's got a man out there, and 11's going to be immediately tackled by number 22 and then cleaned up by number 54. Number 22, that is Drake Domenico again, and I couldn't see, I think it looked like 57, Justin Massing on the cleanup, and that play goes for about maybe 1 or 2 yards, and the Titans are going to be forced to punt from their own 42-yard line on 4th and 30.
I think that was John Watson coming over from his middle linebacker position. That's the first time we've called his number today, but I believe that was him on the assist. Good play on the defense there for the CSP Wolfpack. Like you said, 3rd and a mile, and it's now 4th and almost a mile.
Yeah, a little short of a mile. Looks like we're going to have Bryce Hinsdale and Trent Birkanowski back at their own 20-yard line. And it looks like the punter is going to be number 10 here for the Ellicottville Franklin Titans. That's Gian Nuzzo. And it's going to be a kind of a low snap on it. And, and almost a block there by, I couldn't see the number on it, but Trent Birkanowski is going to field this on a hop. And he's going to be tackled right there at the 24-yard line. And, Brian, I was actually, to be honest with you, expecting a holding penalty to come out there because one of the CSP defenders dragged a guy down with them. And looks like we're going to get lucky and avoid that penalty. But not great field position for CSP Wolfpack out here as they're going to take over at their own 22-yard line.
Yeah, one of the worst starting positions we've had all day here. So, maybe that'll be a good omen. Maybe that'll be something that we need.
More room to work.
More room to work, exactly. Let these big guys kind of roam around a little bit.
1:15 left in the third quarter. The Titans are leading the Wolfpack 6-3 right now, thanks to a 50-yard touchdown pass by Lucas Marsh. And Applebee's Motorsports has been a sponsor this year of CSP Wolfpack Football. And Appleby Motorsports is located in North Clymer, offers racing accessories and chassis setup for race teams in the region. We want to thank Appleby Motorsports for their support this year. And the Wolfpack are taking a timeout on a dead clock. You just don't want to see that. You know, Brian, that is, well, I guess we're even now because that's a timeout by each team in the second half in a situation where you do not want to call timeout.
Yeah, I'm not sure what was going on there, if we had a little substitution issue or something. But anyway, Ty Harper didn't like what he saw, called timeout. Let's get regrouped. You know, time is clicking down here at the end of the third quarter here, and every one of these possessions is going to have to be, you know, treated like gold.
Absolutely. J. Edwards Insurance is another sponsor of the Corry Federal Credit Union Sports Stream. And we want to thank them for their support this year. They have offices in Panama and Jamestown. J. Edwards Insurance is an independent insurance service and provides auto, business, farm, and homeowners insurance. See them online at jedwardsinsurance.com. Okay, so the Wolfpack will come out here about their own 22-yard line. And looks like we're going to have Olson's going to be in the shotgun. He's going to have 3 running backs back there with him. And it looks like Perkinowski, Roth. It looks like Justin Masson's back there. Olson's going to fake it, looking to his right. Plenty of time. Hit as he throws the ball, and that ball is incomplete at about the 25-yard line. As he was trying to hit, looks like Micah Willink up there about the 25. But that's going to fall incomplete as Curtis Olson took a pretty good shot as he was throwing that football.
Yeah, that was good job by the offensive line. He had a lot of time, just kind of, you know, couldn't find anybody open. And then when he did try and catch Micah coming across the middle there, he got hit at the same time, and the ball falls incomplete.
Once again, Olson's going to work out of the shotgun, looks like. Here he's going to have 2 receivers to the right, Willink and Hinsdale. Off to the left is Cooper Brown. Birkenowski and Roth in the backfield. Olson back to throw, looking plenty of time. He's got the ball out to Gabe Roth on the right side. He's going to make a man miss, cross to the 25-yard line, down to about the 26-yard line, actually just across the 30-yard line. A nice pickup of 8 or 9 yards there on that play. And that's going to set up about a 3rd and 3 here for CSP, and we do have an injured Titans player down here in the field. And the officials will call timeout to have the trainers come out and take a look at him. This Wolfpack football broadcast is being underwritten in part by Necker's Company General Store. For over 100 years, Necker's Company has served Clymer with groceries, meats, deli, footwear, and gift items. Channel 98.9 wants to thank Necker's Company General Store for the support this year. And Karate Chevrolet in Buick is providing partial funding for the Corry Federal Credit Union Sports Stream, located at the Y in Columbus and online at karatechevy.com. They also sponsored a player of the game, which will be presented by Karate Chevrolet Buick. And looks like number 85 for the Titans is going to be walking off the field on his own power. And that is Brad John, the sophomore lineman. And he looks like he's moving okay. Hopefully he just took a shot, and he'll be okay here. And once again, it's another big. We've had a lot of big third downs, Brian.
We sure have.
They haven't been converting them. We've been running a lot of slow option plays or counters and pulling a guard on them. And, you know, we haven't got any rhythm on offense and made them work. And we'll have to see what the coaching staff calls up here on 3rd and 3. Olson's going to be under center. He looks like he's got Gabe Roth in the backfield. He's got Willink, Hinsdale, and Birkenowski to the left. And it's going to be a sweep play to Roth out there across the 35-yard line. Cuts up, and he is going to be knocked down at the 34-yard line. And that's going to be way short of the first down marker. And once again, this Titans defense is holding stiff on 3rd down as we cannot convert one.
No, have we hardly had a 3rd down conversion, maybe one in the first half.
I don't have stats in front of us, but I think we've got to be about 2 for 10 is about what I would say. I think we might have had a couple in the first half, but it's not a good percentage. And this is an offense that usually converts them at a very high percentage. And we've also, I think, only 1 for 2 on 4th down conversions here. So 4th and 4 from their own 29-yard line. I'm going to imagine that Coach Ty Harper is going to elect to just kick this one away. And that's actually, we're going to get away with an illegal formation or illegal substitution penalty. But Birkenowski coming off the line, he's going to do motion. Hinsdale back to punt from his own 20-yard line. And that's going to be the end of the 3rd quarter right here as the Titans on a big 50-yard touchdown play are going to lead the CSP Wolfpack 6-3. And we'll take this change in quarter to thank some more of our sponsors for CSP Wolfpack football. Fat Mon's Grub and Corry is an underwriter of this Wolfpack football broadcast. Fat Mon's menu includes pizza, subs, salads, and dinners. Take out or eat in. Call them at 814-964-3158. The Corry Federal Credit Union Channel 98.9 Sports Stream thanks Fat Mon's Grub for their support for during the regular season and postseason of CSP Wolfpack football. Allegheny Power Equipment, located on Route 426 east of Corry, is another underwriter of the sports stream. Allegheny Power Equipment has worked with the small engine industry with parts and service for decades. 814-664-9291. Channel 98.9 thanks Allegheny Power Equipment for their support. And Woods Napa, located in Sherman. Woods Auto Parts Napa and Woods Power Sports offers auto parts service for most vehicles and offers service for off-road, ATV, and motorcycles. Channel 98.9 thanks Wood Napa and Power Sports for their support. And funding for this Corry Federal Credit Union sports stream has been provided by Lictus Oil and Propane, Lictus Auto Service, and Lictus Hardware, located in Clymer, New York. We want to once again thank these sponsors this year of football: Lictus Oil and Propane, Lictus Auto Service, and Clymer Hardware and Home Center, located in Clymer, New York. All right, start of the fourth quarter here, Brian. We got 12 minutes of game action left here. 6-3 Titans are up. Hinsdale back to kick from his own 20-yard line here. Motion by Birkenowski. Hinsdale gets it off. Pretty decent kick down to about the 45-yard line. It's going to take a CSP bounce inside the 40 and down at about the 38-yard line right there. And that's going to be about a 35-yard punt right there from Bryce Hinsdale. And Titans will once again have pretty decent field position to start this drive here in the fourth quarter. And you know, there's plenty of time left in the fourth quarter here, Brian, because you're only down 3 points, but this can be a big turn here for the Titans. If they can squeeze out 3 or 4 first downs and burn 5-6 minutes off the clock here, I mean, you're going to start getting some pressure here for CSP.
And their offense is certainly designed to do that, the way they just come to the line of scrimmage and wait. They did this up to their place, too. They got the lead, and then they actually, you know, they were even doing it when they were behind, which was a little confusing, but then they took the lead, and they can chomp a lot of clock away the way this offense kind of plugs along.
So Marsh, once again in the shotgun formation, 2 backs in the backfield with him, twins left, 1 to the right. Going to blitz by the CSP right here, and he's going to be tackled right there. He breaks the tackle right there, and he eventually brought down. The ball's out, and it looks like they're going to say he's down. They're going to rule him down. A big break there for the Titans, because it looks like he did pop out when he was down on the ground. But that's going to be a 2 or 3 yard loss right there. And it looks like Bilecki on the carry, and great job by the CSP defense. And it looks like we have another hurt player for the Titans. As
John Watson got into the backfield there and started that process. He got his finger on the ankle of the running back, and the right side of the CSP defense came in and kind of finished it off. And who is that?
That is, looks like number 11 there. That is Bilecki for the Titans. It looks like he's cramping up right there as he's trying to stretch that out. And the training staff is out there trying to get him loosened up. And we'll take this time to thank some more of our sponsors for CSP Wolfpack football this year. As we want to thank our main sponsor this year, which is the Corry Federal Credit Union. They'd like to wish the Wolfpack best of luck this season and in the postseason. The Corry Federal Credit Union has been serving the community since 1958. They offer a wide range of financial and banking services for you or your business. The Corry Federal Credit Union is located at 728 Worth Street in Corry, 56 North Main Street, Union City, 315 Main Street in Spartanburg, and online at www.corryfcu.org. The Channel 98.9 sports stream thanks to Corry Federal Credit Union, a non-for-profit organization, for their support of CSP football play-by-play announcing this year. And it looks like Bilecki was able to go off on his own power right there. We're hoping it's just a cramping issue. Don't usually see that in 50-degree weather, but that looks like that is the case. 2nd and 10 here for Titans from their own 39-yard line, 38-yard line. And looks like Marsh, once again, has been in the shotgun formation. He's going to be back there with 2 running backs. Looks like number 28 has come in to replace Bilecki in the backfield. Marsh looking at the sideline for the play. Twins right formation. Looks like he might change the play here. Looks like we have another delay of game penalty on the Titans on it. And that could be a big 5 yards here for the CSP Wolfpack.
Wow.
As looks like
you don't see that very often coming out of an injury timeout. Yeah, I'm not sure when the whistle went in to be prepared to play, but anyway.
11 minutes left in the fourth quarter. You know, Brian, I think what's different today is normally the official who has the play clock is behind the offense. It's usually the, I think it's the head official. But I think the official doing the play clock today is actually the official way in the back in the secondary.
The back judge.
I think the back judge is doing it. We don't usually have that position in high school football, but you do in Section 6 playoffs because, right there, he's put his hand up. So it is the back judge that is doing the clock today. And he's already counted off his 10 seconds on it.
Wow.
So 2nd and 15 here for the Titans on it. And from their own
34-yard
line, another one, delay a game on it. Honestly, I think part of the problem is I don't know if the players are used to this official doing the play clock, because typically what happens is the head official is doing it from behind the quarterback, and he usually gives a warning. He'll say, a 10 seconds thing because he's 5 feet, kind of as a let's keep this game moving on it. But the back judge is doing it, and he is 40 or I'd say 30 yards off the line of scrimmage, and he is giving the signal for the 10 seconds because in high school we don't have the actual play clock here, but he's signaling and he puts his hand up 10 seconds and he starts counting it off. But 2nd and 20 from the 30-yard line here. CSP has a great opportunity to get off the field here and stop it. Marsh back to throw, pump fakes, looking to his right. He's got a man down there. It's going to be incomplete. He throws it out of bounds out there as Cooper Brown had the coverage. And that's going to stop the clock and set up 3rd and 20 from the Titans at their own 28-yard line. And it looks like number 20 for the CSP, Dylan Michael's going to come in for coverage on this 3rd and 20 play here. And two really big breaks there for CSP, Brian. 2 delay of games and pass out of bounds, stopping the clock right there. So, for the Titans, you got to be really mad at yourselves for them. 2, I'd say, penalties you don't want to see, stupid penalties, delay of games on it. And looks like here, Marsh is going to be in the shotgun, twins right formation out here, split to the left. CSP is going to be in a 4 defensive backs in here. Marsh looking, he's got some pressure on it. 69 is going to take off running, hit as he throws the ball, and he's got it picked off, and it's going to be intercepted. Looks like Cooper Brown once again with his 2nd interception of the game, and CSP is going to come out with great field position. Well, let's see what this flag is. If it's roughing the passer, we could have a problem here. Oh, face mask on CSP. Oh, and you know what? That's just a huge.
That's a huge penalty.
Now, I don't believe it's an automatic first down in high school. So this might be still 3rd down.
They called it the personal foul one, though, and I think all personal fouls are first down automatics.
Okay.
Maybe.
We'll see what's going on at the high school level. That's just a huge break on it. I did not see the face mask, Brian, out there. It was as Marsh was throwing the football, so he's probably somebody trying to get their hands up and hit him on the face. And I don't think it's an automatic penalty, so I think the CSP is going to have a chance to get off the field here. It'll be about 3rd and 6 here, but we'll wait and see what the officials call here.
Either way, it's a big play.
Yeah,
it goes from 1st and 10 from CSP to whatever it's going to be here, and we're getting them out of the hole. So
it is going to stay 3rd down, so it is not an automatic. That's one of the differences in high school football. You do not have automatic first downs a lot of the time. So even though it's a personal foul, it's still 3rd and 6 here for the Titans. So CSP does have an opportunity to get off the field here as Marsh is going to be in the shotgun from his own 44-yard line. CSP with 4 down linemen. Marsh, 2 running backs back there. Looks like Bilecki's in the field with Wyatt Smith. Reynolds comes in motion across the formation. Low snap down there. Marsh looking back to throw. He's got some pressure on him. It's going to be out the pressure. He's got plenty of room to run across the thing, and he slides down at the 50-yard line. And we're going to have a penalty right here. I think we might have a push in the back.
Yeah, that looked like a push in the back on the Titans.
And that
one of the CSP defenders just went flying.
Yep, and this might be a big break for CSP because that would have been a first down for the Titans. And I think confirming our suspicions is Lucas Marsh is hurting. He slid down as soon as he got the first down marker because he does not want to take a hit on it. So it's going to be a block in the back on the Titans on it. So it's probably going to set up about a 3rd and 8. I think it's only going to be about a 3 or 4 yard penalty because that penalty was down the field.
It was down the field. We're going to see, is that a 5 or a 10 yarder in high school, though? I'm not sure. We'll see what they're going to call here. I'm not sure what that was.
Signals. I've never seen that signal before, but I know it's a penalty on the Titans. I think that's his for a block in the back. 2 fists
coming together. I've never seen that. High school, college, or pro. Is it
targeting, a helmet to helmet?
Is that a blindside or targeting, I guess, and we're going to march it back a long ways here.
I'm guessing that is a blindside. It is a blindside block. Okay, so that's a 15-yard penalty. So, but that is down the field, so that's going to be 3rd and 13 here for the Titans on it. And Brian, we're coming to a standstill here as It's been third down for about the last 10 minutes, it feels like.
Yeah, we've had our share of penalties here. One on the Wolfpack, now one on the Titans, and all said and done, we're back to about where we started.
Yep. So we're going to have 3rd and 12 here for the Titans from their own. Looks like now they're back at their own 36-yard line here. Once again, CSP with a chance to get off the field on it. Motion by Grinals once again. Marsh, low snap, fakes it to Grinals. Looking. Pressure's got a man wide open over the middle of the field. It's incomplete. And he slightly overthrows number 36, Hunter Smith. And that is a big break for CSP because that would have been a 40-yard touchdown. We're going to have a holding penalty on the Titans, which will be declined by CSP, and will bring up 4th and 12 from the 38-yard line. And that is the 6th holding penalty, we believe, on the Titans today. But I'm going to say this, Brian, big break. Number 36, Hunter Smith, was streaking wide open down the middle of the field.
Yeah, he had broken in behind the defense, and he had definitely 4 or 5 steps. And I think Dylan Michael was the one coming from the far sideline. You might have heard his footsteps because he kind of slowed up there a little bit, and that ball kind of fell between Dylan and him. But that's really about all we had was Dylan coming across the backside of that defense, and that was not his guy.
The big break there, too, for CSP was Hunter Smith is not one of their typical receivers. He's a running back running that route there, but that's why he got open, and he didn't, go for the ball properly on it. But big break for CSP as they're off the field, and the Titans, had a first down, had a blindside block penalty, and it looks like the Titans are going to punt this away. Looks like Bryce Hinsdale and Trent Brickanowski back to receive. Looks like their own 30-yard line. Looks like the Titans are missing a person in their punt formation.
Seems like it's taking a long time. I'm waiting for that flag to fall out again.
Bad snap on it again, and it's going to be, he got a great punt, and fantastic, and Trent Brickanowski's going to let it go at the 20-yard line, and a big break for the Titans because that was almost blocked right there, and Trent made a great decision not to return that, but that is going to pin the CSP back at their 20-yard line, and, man, they almost had that punt block, and that could have been a game-changing play right there.
Yeah, he short hopped its way back to the punter, and he did a nice job of not only catching it, but then getting it off and got a really good punt.
Twice he has not panicked and made the right decision. Earlier he ran for it and got the first down, and then that one he stuck with it and got it. So it's going to be 1st and 10 from the own. 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line here. We've got, we got 21 on the clock.
Yeah, we got a clock's been giving us some fits here today for some reason or other. So we're going to have another official tell us what exactly is the time remaining on the 4th quarter clock. So as they're getting that put together.
I didn't know we were out of Paul 13. We just heard Houston we had a problem.
All right, so we got the clock official figured out again. 10:02 left in the 4th quarter. Titans are still leading CSP 6-3, but the CSP Wolfpack will be back on offense here. It looks like Curtis Olson's going to work out of the shotgun here. He's got Trent Brickanowski back there. I'm sorry, it's Lucas Losandrio back there. Twins left formation. Willink and Brown to the left. We got Hinsdale to the right. Olson shotgun. Waiting for the snap. Back to throw, looking, time. Throws the ball. He's got a man over there at the 30-yard line. It's going to be caught there, but it looks like by Micah Willink. He's going to be just short of the first down, but that'll be about a 9-yard pickup there. Willink and trying to see if there's a penalty. A flag, the ref threw his beanbag down, but nothing on it. So that's just going to be a 9-yard pickup there. Nice throw by Olson to Willink, and that's going to set up 2nd and 1 from the 30-yard line.
Yeah, I saw that come flying in too, Andy. I thought it was a flag at first as well, but that was obviously his beanbag because forward progress was stopped.
I was wondering if he threw it in case there might have been a fumble on the play just in case, but they called that play forward progress.
Yep.
Under center's Olson. He's got Roth in the backfield, Brickanowski out to the left. Motion by Hinsdale here. It's going to be a fake on the jet sweep, and Olson's going to take a quarterback sneak. He's going to have a first down easily up to the 35-yard line. He's going to gain about 5 yards there on that quarterback sneak, and that's going to be 1st and 10 for CSP at their own 35-yard line.
That looks a little more reminiscent of what we've been seeing out of Curtis on those quarterback sneaks right there, 3-4 yards.
Yep. And looks like, once again, no huddle offense here for CSP. Olson's going to be in the shotgun once again. He's going to have trips to the left. We've got Roth, Brown, Hinsdale. Looks like Brickanowski in the backfield with him. Micah Willink split to the right. Olson back to throw, looking. He's got some pressure on him. Looking. He's got a man, and he falls down right there. And it looks like he's trying to hit Micah Willink over the middle of the field, but he slipped out there. And probably a good thing, Brian, because I don't think he was going to go anywhere with that if he caught it. Most back to the line of scrimmage.
Yep, I think that was probably good. That thing fell to the ground, to be honest with you. That might even have been a loss of one.
So 2nd and 10 from their own 35-yard line here for CSP. On a clock running here at 9 minutes left roughly in the fourth quarter, trailing 3-6 against the Franklinville Ellicottville Titans. Olsen once again shotgun formation, twins left, twins right. Burkanowski in the backfield. Going to have motion here by Lucas Losandro. It's going to be a trips left formation. Olsen back looking to throw. Plenty of time off his back foot. And he's got Hinsdale, and it's going to be incomplete at about the 40-yard line. Tried making a nice diving catch right there. And I kind of wish he would have thrown that a little more velocity on it. I think he was open. He could have been a 5, maybe a first down right there. But Olsen had some pressure on him and threw that ball off his back foot.
Yeah, we're, typically what we've been doing is rolling Curtis off to one side or the other and making him throw. And this one today, he's been more straight back than normal, in my opinion.
Yep.
And, it just hasn't worked quite as good as what we've seen.
Olsen, once again, the shotgun, back look, throwing, plenty of time. He's got a man over the middle right there, and it's going to be knocked down there at about the 45-yard line. He was trying to hit Gabe Roth on it. Probably would have been short of the first down marker, but that's going to be 3 straight incompletions by the CSP offense, and they're going to have to punt this ball away from their own 35-yard line.
Yeah, I'm not sure who that one. Micah and Gabe were about 3 yards from each other right there. Both, once again, the Lions giving Curtis a lot of time here. Just the defensive backs from the Titans have been doing a marvelous job on our pass receivers.
Yeah, one thing I'm going to say is, this might be an opportunity to run a little draw or something, because the defenses draw, going back on it, and I think he did a draw or something delayed with it. He might have some room over the middle right there, as Olsen's he's fading back 10 yards on it. So punt formation here for CSP, as Hinsdale's going to be back at his own 22-yard line. Snap's good right to him. Hinsdale plenty of time. Line drive kick down to about the 40-yard line. Takes a CSP downs inside the 30. Looks like it's going to go out of bounds right about the 28-yard line right there. So it'll be about a 38-yard punt there by Bryce Hinsdale. And the Titans here are going to get the ball back at their own 28-yard line with 8:40 left in the fourth quarter. And a chance to really milk some clock here, Brian. But the last time they've had some issues getting stuff going.
Yeah, as the clock's giving us more fits here, we're standing right next to it, and it's not the clock operator. Something's going on behind the scenes here.
The clock keeps just changing automatically to some random number, 21, 27, and so first down for the Titans here at their own 28-yard line, and leading 6-3 over the CSP Wolfpack here as we're getting late or middle of the fourth quarter here. And for CSP, you got to think you're probably only going to get 1, 2, 3 at most chances left here in the ball on offense. So,
what we really need is a turnover right here.
They've been close. They've had 2 interceptions and several 1 fumble recovery. So they've had forced turnovers, but have no points off it to really see. First down from the Titans' own 28-yard line here. Marsh in the shotgun formation. He's going to take it off the left side right there, and he's going to be met there at the 30-yard line. Forward motion is going to get him out to about the 33-yard line. It's going to be a nice little 5-yard pickup there for Lucas Marsh on it. And that's going to set up 2nd and 5 from about the 33, 34-yard line for the Titans here. And, if they can get a first down here, Brian, they're going to be able to take 3-4 minutes off real quick, and it's going to start really putting the squeeze here on CSP.
I got to think they're going to do a little better job of watching that back judge with his motions to make sure they don't get caught up in one of those delay of game penalty calls again. But,
absolutely.
You'd think it'd be a little easier with that quarterback looking right at the back judge, but it caught him off guard a couple times last series. We'll see what happens this time around.
It looks like we have the Randolph football team on the far sideline scouting this game out right here. I see a bunch of red, and I'm going to assume that's Randolph Cardinals out there. It looks like probably half the varsity team is over there.
Yeah, that does look to be a lot of red over there.
10 seconds left on the play clock here as the official puts a signal up. Marsh in the shotgun, calling out a play change of it. Here comes the shotgun. He's going to hand it off right there, and he's going to keep it to himself. He's going to be up to about the 30. Looks like he'll be just short right there, about the 47-yard line. That's going to set up a 3rd and 2 right here. Looks like they're going to put his knee down at the 40. Looks like the 37-yard line here. And that's going to be 3rd and short here for CSP. Oh, they're going to give him the first down on it. And that is going to be 1st and 10 here for the Titans. And actually, it's probably a good thing, Brian, because you get to that first down quicker versus 3rd and inches. They're probably going to convert that.
Yeah, as this clock continues to wind, it does start to become a part of the story here. Down 6-3. The CSP Wolfpack needs the ball back, one way, shape, or form. Whether it's going to be coming from a defensive stop or turnover, one way or another, we got to get at least 3 more points to continue this game here.
We got 7 minutes left in the fourth quarter, trailing 3-6 to the Titans here. Marsh once again in the shotgun. He's going to have twins left, Twins right, 2 running backs back there. I got number 61 in the backfield once again, and that is Ethan Frank. Marsh with the shotgun's going to take off the left side right there, and he's got some room right there across to the 42-yard line. And they're going to that quarterback draw and just saying, hey, we only need 4 or 5 yards. And that's what's going on right now. Lucas Marsh with 4 yards up to the 42-yard line.
Yeah, he looked like he was a little gimpy on the last series. Now he's gimpy again there after that tackle. So tough kid. He's toughing this out. And his team needs 4 or 5 yards. That's what he's getting.
Yeah, and you can tell when he's running, he's not his usual self where he's trying to break tackles or lower shoulder. He's basically saying, I'm getting my 3 or 4 yards, and that's all we need right now because he's more worried about the clock than he is getting the extra yardage. So it's going to set up about a 2nd and 6 here for the Titans. They're at their own 42-yard line. They're going to have 2 backs in the backfield, Marsh in the shotgun, 1 to the right. Looks like Ty Harper's trying to send a blitz on this, and they do, and it's going to be handoff off the left side. He's going to be met at the line of scrimmage, and Ford Progress going down to the 44-yard line. Looks like Bilecki, and this is going to set up a critical 3rd down here. It's going to be 3rd and 5 from about the 44-yard line, 43-yard line here for CSP. And I
got to think it's 2-down territory here because they've been our offense hasn't done much here today.
Well, there's 2 ways to think about it, Brian. You've been stopping them, so you punt the ball away, make them go 80 yards, or do you say, if it's 4th and a foot, let's end it,
Yep.
But it's going to be 3rd and 5 here from about the 44-yard line. They need about the 48, 49-yard line here for the Titans. And once again, they are looking to the coach on the sideline. And 10 seconds left. Looks like this might be a delay of game penalty here pretty quick.
There it is.
There it is. Yeah, just before it. I mean, I understand being deliberate, Brian, but it's just.
That's the 3rd.
It's the 3rd one in the second half. I'm not sure if it's a coach-to-player issue or what. It's been an issue for them, and that's huge for CSP because that goes from 3rd and 4 to 3rd and 9 at their own 40 or 38-yard line.
And we're watching the officials right in front of us right here. He puts his arm in the air, that's 10 seconds, and he starts motioning sideways, and that's 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the flag goes in the air. So everybody's doing what they're supposed to do.
And so there's going to be a big down here for CSP defense. And
another clock issue.
Yeah, so a critical delay of game penalty by the Titans right there in the 3rd one of the second half as this deliberate, play calling is kind of starting to backfire him a little bit. And CSP Wolfpack still trailing 3-6 against the Titans here. Marsh, shotgun formation, is going to fake. He's rolling to his right, looking to throw the ball, and he's got a receiver, and it's going to be incomplete and off his hands. Looks like number 37, Grindles there, was trying to make a catch, and 2 good things for CSP right there. Incomplete pass and a big stop on 3rd down. And I don't know if you would have gotten the 1st down anyway, Brian. There's received right there, but it might have made it interesting. The Titans might have had it said 4th and 3. He says, you know what, let's try and end this game right here. But it's going to bring out the punt team and the punt receiving team for CSP. Looks like it's just going to be Burkanowski back there by himself. Sinsdale's going to stay there in case of a fake.
I'll tell you what, these punting snaps from the Titans have been a little iffy today, so we're something to watch right here.
If I'm the CSP coaching staff, I think I'm sending pressure, but I'm saying 1 or 2 guys staying on the ends just to, as like a safe option. But if I can bring something up the middle there, I think you got a chance because the snaps have not been good to date so far. So Titans looking to punt from their own 38-yard line. It's going to be a low snap again, but he handles it good. It's going to be a kick, line drive. It's going to be down to about the 35-yard line, and Trent's going to field it. He's going to fumble right there, and his ball's loose on the ground, but I think he recovered it himself. And 24-yard line, it is going to be recovered by Trent. And risky play there, but I knew why he did it. He didn't want to lose all that field position because that was going to roll another 10 yards on it.
That had one of those rolls and one of those tumblers where it was going to go another 5, 6, 7, 8 yards. So,
In the high school level, when you can kick that line drive, you might only get it 25, 30 yards in the air, but it takes that spin on it, and it just keeps going. You can almost get a 50-yard punt out of it, and those are so hard to field. You don't want to take the risk of fumbling it. But Trent Burkanowski did a good job of staying on top of that. And CSP right here is going to have 1st and 10 from their own 25-yard line, as there's going to be about 6 minutes left here in the 4th quarter. And it's a big drive right here for CSP. Curtis Olson, shotgun formation, twins to the right, back to pass, looking to throw. Plenty of time. He's got the ball down the field, and it's going to be incomplete down the left sideline there. It looks like number 11, Bilecki, on there in the coverage. Looked like pretty good coverage right there, stride for stride, and looks like trying to get Micah Willink down the left sideline right there.
Yeah, that was good defense, a lot of contact. Both players fighting for the ball right there. They both end up on the ground, and the officials are right on top of it. I thought we were going to get a flag, but 2 of them stood right there, and no dice.
Yeah, I think that's one of those situations where both players are kind of going for the ball and it's underthrown a little bit. But Olsen shotgun once again, Twins right formation. He's got Cooper Brown to himself. Micah Willink in motion across the formation. Olsen shotgun with Birkenowski. Back to throw. And that's going to be a huge, it looks like a either legal motion or false start on them. I didn't see what it was. But that's going to be a 5-yard penalty. And how the CSP offense has been moving today, that's going to be huge because they have not been moving the ball very well. And we are under 5 minutes here left in the fourth quarter, Brian. I mean, you might be getting close to 4-down territory, no matter what.
Well,
2 timeouts they do have left, though.
Yep, we have 2 timeouts left, and still a lot of clock, but you're right. 5 minutes at the high school level is different than the 5 minutes at the college and pro level.
Absolutely. CSP is going to go into huddle here and try and get the play straightened out. Olsen's going to come out. He's going to send 3 receivers to the right. Looks like Brown, Roth, and Hinsdale. He's got Michael Willink to the left. Olsen shotgun formation, back to pass, looking to throw, looking. Heaves it down the field. He's going for Michael Willink down there. It's going to be caught. Oh, it's going to be incomplete. It bounced out at the last second. Oh, Michael Willink almost made the catch of the game right there. It just wiggled out at the end. It looked like he went up and made a fantastic catch and almost had it, and it just leaked out at the end. Once again, great coverage by Bilecki there as he just got that to come out. But a great effort there by Micah Willink.
Man, I thought he had it too, and I kind of got blocked out on the far side. It must have dropped as he was getting tackled, and I know Micah was hoping that he caught that thing.
He came down with the ball, but the defender kept ripping at it, and it kind of trickled out there as they were coming down there. Olsen shotgun once again, looking to his right. Plenty of time, looking. He's got a man over there across to the 30-yard line. It's going to be Brown. He stretches. I think he's got just enough for the first down, and it looks like that's going to be first down for the CSP. And we're going to wait on the official signal. But that could be a huge 15-yard conversion here for the Wolfpack. And I haven't seen the signal.
Great play up. There's first down from the
referee.
What a play by Cooper Brown. And Cooper really worked hard to get that first down, stretched every inch of his 6-foot body to get that out there.
Absolutely. Olsen in the shotgun, hit quick pass out to Hinsdale. Hinsdale's got some room out there across the 45, across the 45 to 50, and into the Titans territory. And the CSP Wolfpack is on things. And the Titans are looking for a block in the back penalty, and I think they might have a legitimate case for it. And I don't see a flag on the field, though, so that's going to be another CSP first down. And this is exactly what they need. We got 4:25 left in the fourth quarter. CSP is trailing 3-6 here, but they are in Titans territory off 2 great plays by CSP. Olsen, shotgun formation, twins to the right, single to the left. Olsen back to pass looking. He's got time looking. Heaves the ball down the field, and it's going to be... And it looks like there should have been some interference. And I don't know about that, but no call on the field on it. It looks like Bilecki out there and Micah Willink. And it's going to be incomplete there. Once again, they're trying to go to Micah Willink down there, and no flag by the officials.
Micah's 6'3". He's going against a 5'7" defender. He's got the height advantage over here, and they're trying to work at it, and he's just taken Micah's legs out from underneath him twice now.
Yeah.
And
it's what it is down there, Brian. It's like a box out in basketball.
Yep.
That's exactly what it is down there. And Hyper's going to waste a timeout here. If you're taking a timeout here, Brian, it's your last possession, basically, is what you're saying, in my mind. And I don't like that timeout, but, if that's your mind, you're saying we're scoring here because we got to go for it.
Yeah.
So 1 timeout left here for CSP, and it's going to be 4:12 left in the fourth quarter as Ty Harper burns his second timeout here. And they're going to have the ball first down at their 48-yard line here, about the 50-yard line. And Ty Harper's out here talking to his offense. And, Brian, are you in 4-down territory here?
Oh, we're definitely in 4-down territory.
I
think
so
if you punt this away, you're going to take the chance. You've got 1 timeout left. You might not get it back.
Mm-hmm. And the only way I would punt here is if you get sacked twice in a row and it's 4th and 3rd and you say, I legitimately have a better shot at, stopping him on defense and converting this. But, then that's the thing is, though, as a play caller, it's nice to know you already are in it because you can call 4 or 5-yard plays. You just need 2 or 3 of them.
Yep. Well, they're definitely looking to hit the deep ball here. The last 2 or 3 possession or 2 or 3 passes.
Well, the thing is, Brian, I understand why they're doing the advantage, but you don't need to throw a ball 30 yards down the field for that advantage. You can throw a little post route right there and just let him use his hands and his highter. He's off the ball. Olsen shotgun looking to throw. He's got a blitz coming on. He's got plenty of time. Looking off to the right on it. It's going to be caught there by Micah Willink, and he's going to break a tackle across the 45 and into the 41-yard line, and that's going to be a 9-yard pickup. Great play there by Micah Willink. It looks like it's going to be a 2 or 3 yard pickup, broke a tackle, and we got 3rd and 2 down at the 41-yard line. And the clock is running, but CSP has plenty of time here and starting to move the ball. 3rd and 2 from the 41-yard line. Need 2 yards and 2 plays to get this first down here. Micah Willink split to the left. Olsen, shotgun formation. Looks like he might come under center here. He's got Lucas Alessandro in the backfield, and they can't get the play straight. The clock is ticking here. Gabe Roth to the right. Olsen under center here. Motion here by Alessandro, and it's just going to be a keeper by Olsen, but he's stuffed. Absolutely stuffed. He might have lost a half a yard on it, and this is going to be the play of the game right here, Brian. We're going to have 4th and 1 right here. We got under 4 minutes left here in the 4th quarter as the clock is going down towards 3 minutes right here, and I don't like that call, Brian. They telegraphed. It took too long on it. They tried it with a motion. But 4th and we'll call it a long 1, short 2 right here as Wolfpack is coming out here. Looks like Olsen's going to go in the shotgun. He's going to have, looks like Trent Brickanowski out here, Cooper Brown, and Bryce Sinsdale to the left. Olsen, shotgun formation. Snap, good. Looking to throw. Time, got plenty of time. Got the ball. Michael Willink across the field, and he's going to be just across the first down marker. And I think this is enough for the first down, but he didn't get a good spot, Brian.
He did not get a good spot on
I don't
that
like
one
that
at all.
spot. Oh, no way! No way! Oh my gosh! We're gonna get a measurement this on this, folks, but that is a horrendous spot.
That looked to be.
I hope that doesn't end the season right there, but that is a horror. Oh boy, we're gonna wait, folks, but that's gonna be very close on it, and that just not a good spot. I mean, he's a clear yard down the field on it. If he misses this by a foot or two, I'm just gonna feel really bad for the players on it because. Here we go, folks. You're gonna stretch it out. He's short. He's short.
Oh, short by an inch.
And the Titans are celebrating right there. And that is just a horrible spot. I mean, I hate to have that hang on an official's call on it, but that's not even close. That is bad. And, it's unfortunate there. Really hate to see that because, I don't have the best view. Maybe our angle's not as good as it was, and the referee had it, but it looked like he was a clear yard or 2 past it.
Man, I didn't think we had to worry about that one too much.
No.
I thought he had plenty.
That's unfortunate. I just don't think that's a good spot. I think that's a pretty bad spot, to be quite honest. He was stretching the ball on it. I mean, I understand his knee was down, but he was clearly past that. But the good news is there's 3 minutes left here in the 3rd quarter, 2:32, 1 timeout left. CSP can get a chance to get the ball back here, but they got to get some pressure and get a stop right here. Looks like Marsh in the shotgun formation, snap out. It's going to be Marsh keeper on it, and he's going to have the ball across the 40-yard line and out to the 44-yard line. And that's going to be about a 4-yard pickup there, and that's going to set up 2nd and 6 at the 43-yard line. And we're going to have 2 huge plays here. And Brian, I don't want to harp on that spot, but that was bad.
Yeah, you hate to have any of these playoff games come down to an official's call, but man, that one's going to sting. And if CSP Wolfpack ends up going down 6-3 on a spot, that's going to have something to. A lot of the seniors are going to remember that for the rest of their lives, you know.
I mean, the nice thing is with today's game, we're going to have video coverage. So we're going to be able to go back and look at it, but you can't change the call on it. But I mean.
And I realize there's a lot of plays throughout the course of the game that come out to,
Yep, absolutely.
You put the whole thing together. But, when you're driving and that one is the last one, that's a tough one.
Well, and the thing is, too, I didn't love those 2 play calls. On 3rd and 2, the quarterback sneak, they kind of telegraphed it. And, you got 4th and, short 1 and you're throwing the ball. I mean, I think it was a first down anyway. I think it was a bad spot, but I think they could have done something a little different there in the running game because the running game has gotten yards. It's just not the 3 or 4 yards on it. But CSP is still going to have a chance here. They got time here in the 4th quarter. Looks like we got 2:24 left in the 4th quarter, trailing 3-6. It's going to be 2nd and 6 here. And basically the Franklinville-Ellicottville offense is shotgun, snap to Marsh, run out the field for 3 yards and go down. Don't fumble the football. And CSP is going to pack the line of scrimmage here and try and get a stop here. Marsh in the shotgun right here. Blitz is coming from Watson. And he jumps off sides. Oh. And let's just make sure it's not a false start.
Yeah, I think the Wolfpack kind of knows that that's going to be a free 5, it looks like.
And that's going to be almost a first down.
Yeah, that one hurts too. It's still short, but instead of second and long,
you got to stop them 3 times now because I don't think they're going to punt the ball away. They're going to take the clock and try and get it if they don't get these 2 downs. At this point, I think, Brian, you put 6, 7 guys in the line of scrimmage. You just try and get somebody in there, and you got to get stopped. It's the only way you're getting the ball back at this point.
Yeah, you really got to, tackle the ball.
Sell out.
Tackle the ball.
Sell out. This is, every guy in the line of scrimmage, they beat you on the end, they beat you on the end. Bring the pressure. And it's going to be Marsh over there left side. He's going to be, looks like just enough for the first down. We're going to see it's going to be right at that line right there. And this will be the ball game. It's a first down right there, unfortunately. First down, Titans. And that is going to be the ball game right there as the CSP defense does not have enough time to stop them. And 2 spots right there, Brian. But that one looked like a first down on it, but they're going to be able to knee this ball right here. And unfortunately, the CSP Wolfpack season is going to come to an end here, it looks like, with about 2 minutes left in the 4th quarter here, but the clock is running.
The Titans had some costly penalties too, but it looks like they're going to walk away from this barely by the skin of their teeth.
1:51 clock is running. Titans leading 6-3. The difference being a 50-yard pass play from the quarterback, Lucas Marsh. And the clock is running here, and it looks like the Titans are just taking their time. I think they can milk this out, and there won't be any way for them to get the ball back. I'm going to expect to see the victory formation here for the Titans.
They take a timeout with 1 second left on the play clock or so.
What I don't know is if it's a 25 clock for after active plays, they might be able to, I don't know, they might punt the ball away with 10 seconds, if anything, on it. But,
it's a 40-second play clock in high school, so it's a long time.
So it looks like the Titans are going to take a timeout, and they're probably just going to go in a quarterback kneel here in a formation on it. But, that's just the play of the game so far has been that spot on 4th and 2. And, it looks like the CSP team got marked a little short on it when they should have had a first down. And the mark came out about 2 inches short, and that's very unfortunate. And looks like that's going to be the difference in the CSP season so far this year. And Coach Harper and Coach Painter out there trying to keep the guys going on it, but looks like the CSP season's going to end on a 6-3 loss here in the semifinals of the Class D playoffs.
Yeah, it certainly appears so, unless there's some kind of a miracle here, a quarterback-center exchange problem or something which they've had.
I will say, Brian, they do the shotgun.
Yeah, they do.
They might come under center here, and they're not used to it, so, never say never, but, your odds are pretty low at this point.
If they just down it, though, they tell the defenders not to even get down on all fours.
Right.
So, basically, it's just nobody touches anybody on these downing plays.
Which, you get it, but I sometimes say you got to give them a chance to make a play on it too, but they want to protect the players on it. So, and that's going to be it here as the Titans are going to knee out this and walk away with a 6-3 victory here in Panama, New York, and they're going to meet the Randolph Cardinals next week in the Highmark Stadium on, I think, Friday evening around 5 o'clock when the game will be. And, I just want to say, hey, great season by CSP. Ty Harper's really got this program in the right direction. They won back-to-back state title championships, had a great spring season. And, 6-2 this year, 4-1 in the league, had some really nice games. And, these players out here. And as we're going, the seniors here, you want to list them. You got number 3, Curtis Olson, quarterback this year. Number 4, Owen White, the senior. You got Brent Morado, number 8. Number 10, Cooper Brown. Number 14, Micah Willink. You've got number 55, Landon Moore. Number 57, Justin Massing. Number 64, Hayden Heiser. Number 77, Hayden Battaglia. 69, Trayvon Copta. Number 77, Kyle Ryan. And number 78, Ashton Munson. And the clock is going to go down to 0 here as that's the last snap of the game right here as the Titans go across their sideline to celebrate their victory. And, we'll have they'll shake hands here on it. But a great game, Brian. It was a great game between two these are two evenly matched teams.
Yep.
We won by 4 up there during the regular season. They're going to lose by 3. The 2-game difference is 1 point. And, both teams fought very hard and, played their hearts out this year. And once again, CSP with a great season. They're going to end it with a loss in the semifinals, but finish 6-3 on the season. And that's a very good season for anybody. And, unfortunate to end this way, but, Brian, it's been a good year for them. It's been a lot of fun games, a lot of good wins. Even the couple losses were competitive and fun, and this game right here, you hate to see it go out that way, but, you know, it was a good game. And it's two evenly matched teams, you know, and they played each other very hard. The coaches did a good job. The players did a good job. And, you know, sportsmanship and everything.
Yeah, you know, a lot of sportsmanship going on right here at the end of the game here. Hard-fought battle. Both teams left it all out there on the field. You know, there was some momentum shift during the game, some throwing, some passing, some good blocking, some tackling, and, you know, someone's going to leave here a little disappointed, and someone's going to leave here going to be playing Randolph next week. It's just the opposite of what we were hoping for.
Yep, you know, and it's everybody, there's only one team that's not disappointed when the season's over in Class D. So, you know, but once again, congratulations to CSP and congratulations to the Ellicottville Franklinville Titans on a great win today. You know, they lost 16-12 in the regular season but came out here with a 6-3 win. And we also want to talk about the Karate Chevrolet Player of the Game, brought to you by Karate Chevrolet in Columbus, Pennsylvania. And we got some options today, probably not any obvious ones. Brian, I'll let you go first and say who do you think you want to go with it?
Yeah, like you said, there wasn't a whole lot of standouts. A lot of the game was played, you know, between the 20s. There was only a 6-3 score. But, you know, I'm just going to say, why don't we just go ahead and give it to the entire team since there wasn't anyone. This team was kind of made up of a bunch of kids. There wasn't any standouts on any of the team this year. There was a bunch of guys that just worked really hard all year long to make this thing work. And no one better than the other. And I think that was probably, you know, a little bit of foretelling of how things went today. A little bit of rushing, and Trent Burchanowski got his nose in there a little bit. Gabe Roth, Bryce Hinsdale, with some nice receiving and a field goal. And Micah Willink, that last play, you know, he had just as much right to get the first down as he did to get it short. So.
Yeah, you know, and, you know, one senior there was Cooper Brown. He did have 2 interceptions today and a couple nice plays on the ball. They're on midfield on it. Unfortunately, the CSP offense couldn't make anything out of it, you know, and score any points. But once again, Brian, I think that's good. You know, the seniors, you know, this year it's kind of what you said. You know, in the few years we had, I would call at the Class D level, you had some superstars. Garrett Hinsdale, quarterback. You know, Barmore was a fantastic athlete. And you've had some guys you can just say, you know what, go give me 100 yards receiving or go make a big play on it. But this year's group of seniors, they're all solid. A bunch of good football players, and they really came together as a team. You know, I want to list them off again real quick. Curtis Olson, number 3. Owen White, number 4. Brent Murado, number 8. You got Cooper Brown, number 10. Micah Willink, number 14. You got Landon Moore, number 55, Justin Massey, number 57, 64, Hayden Heiser, 69, Trayvon Copta, 75, Hayden Battaglia, 77, Kyle Ryan, and 78, Ashton Munson. And also, too, that's a lot of seniors that played offensive, defensive line, and they did a great job this year, especially today. The running game wasn't there, but Curtis had plenty of time to throw the ball, you know, and that was you know, some senior linemen who were doing a great job on it. Hayden Heiser out there, and Kyle Ryan, and Hayden Battaglia. It's 3 starting offensive linemen who did a great job today. And but a great game, you know. That was a hard-fought, even team. It's been a great year for CSP. We're very sad to see it end this way in a loss here, but very impressive of them. They fought very hard.
Yeah, I know, you know, a quick shout-out to all the sponsors that made this radio broadcast possible throughout the course of the year. We've been mentioning your names all year long. You know who you are, and we appreciate it. It's been a fun year from the press box for sure. And, you know, from a parent perspective, that's kind of the end of the road for me, unfortunately. So it's been a heck of a fun ride. But there's a lot of Wolfpack returning starters coming back next year, and the JV team had a really good year this year. So good things to come for the Wolfpack. And we look forward to see what happens in the future. This year is going to end a little earlier than what we wanted, but nonetheless, it was still a successful year in a lot of instances. So appreciate everybody's support, and you know, we'll see what happens down the road.
Yep, and we want to thank once again for the Corry Federal Credit Union. They've been our main sponsor this year, the sports stream on 98.9, and you know, we can't do this without the sponsors on it and the time everybody puts into it. So we want to thank everybody involved and the sponsors for all the efforts this year. And well, Brian, I was hoping to do one more game with you this year, but unfortunately not going to be able to, but it's been a fun season. And with that, we will sign off today as it's November 6th, and it's unfortunately CSP falls to the Ellicottville-Franklinville Titans by 3 points. And thanks for listening this year, and we'll see you next year.
Thanks for listening to this broadcast of CSP Wolfpack football coverage on the Channel 98.9 Corry Federal Credit Union sports stream at channel989.org. This broadcast is brought to you by Lictus Oil and Propane, Triple E Manufacturing, Mosier's Carpeting and Floor Covering, Crouch's Garage, First Place Auto Glass, Krager Racing Engines, and Mike's Machine, Leisure Time Power Sports of Corry, U-Tag's Body Shop, Corry Pre-Owned Auto Sales, Arlene's Dutch Kitchen Restaurant, Finn's Auto Sales, Appleby Motorsports, J. Edwards Insurance, Necker's Company General Store, Crotty Chevrolet and Buick, Fat Mon's Grub, Allegheny Power Equipment, Woods Auto Parts Napa and Woods Power Sports, and the Corry Federal Credit Union. Join us next time for all the action, channel989.org. And now, the Corry Federal Credit Union presents Clymer Sherman Panama Wolfpack Football play-by-play on the Channel 98.9 Sports Stream at channel989.org. This broadcast is brought to you by Lictus Oil and Propane, Triple E Manufacturing, Mosier's Carpeting and Floor Covering, Crouch's Garage, First Place Auto Glass, Krager Racing Engines, and Mike's Machine, Leisure Time Power Sports of Corry, U-Tag's Body Shop, Corry Pre-Owned Auto Sales, Arlene's Dutch Kitchen Restaurant, Finn's Auto Sales, Appleby Motorsports, J. Edwards Insurance, Necker